Look
So,
to shattered skies.
so Storms, you're sort of hanging out like inside the village.
Mhm.
This sort of the village that we've been in for a while. You've spent the last sort of 3 days there now. It's been a good sort of amount of time, and you sort of walk back into your tent, and everyone's sort of there. You see Sun kind of sitting on the floor, kind of just hanging out, kicking his feet, that whole thing.
Mhm.
You and you sort of like walk outside the tent, and there's sort of a light rain kind of like pattering against your shoulders and your chest
It's
as
a
you kind
rainy
of
day.
walk out, and you sort of stare into the campfire where the winds were sort of whipping the fire before. Uh, and you see sort of these flames kind of flicker up from the fire pit, and you immediately start to sort of realize that it doesn't make sense, and yet you're sort of wrapped up in this moment. So it
Wait,
just sort of it just sort of starts to happen. The fire just starts rising and sort of starts scorching the ground around the pit, and you see the sky start to turn sort of dark, and the lightning sort of cracks and slams a lightning bolt into one of these tents, and you see it light a flame, and you see a bunch of people screaming, like a woman clutching her child and running out of the tent, and you swear that you see their faces and they look like, you know, your family, as they're just sort of trying to run out of the fire, but they end up like getting caught into this tent and just sort of getting swallowed by the flames. And eventually, these flames sort of start moving around the entire village, burning everyone. Sun just starts smoldering and screaming, and eventually the flames just sort of start to wrap around you and sort of lick at your skin without really burning, but you can sort of feel the heat almost, and then you immediately sort of wake up in this cold sweat next to Scarlet, who's just sort of like resting there with her eyes like sort of half closed, and she sort of blinks over to you. You can see the morning light sort of shimmer into the tent.
Mhm.
Um, so could you roll me a willpower for your will?
Yes.
So 5 dice.
Oh, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So do you want to roll limit? Because you don't have to. Because you basically succeeded.
Uh,
You can choose to, but you don't have to.
no, I don't think I'll roll limit this time. Because
Okay. Yeah, because you managed to sort of compose yourself, and you don't freak out.
Mhm.
But well, you do obviously, but it's not
Yeah.
like something that's gonna shake you to your core. You realize it's a dream and it's not real. It's okay. Well, it's not okay, but at least you don't. Never mind.
Mhm.
I'm not helping. Uh, Scarlet just sort of like turns over, and she's sort of like still restrained, but she's like underneath a blanket and has like a pillow, and of course her spear isn't there, but she got new clothes. She doesn't like her new clothes, and her old dress is still like in a corner,
Mhm.
and she's just sort of laying there. She's still somewhat wounded from the battle, but you can see that her wounds have already healed like a considerable amount. Like she's healing very quickly. I mean, considering you were able to heal from your wounds almost instantly, it's
Mhm.
not weird to realize that she's actually healing to a degree, like, very fast. But she's still not completely healed, and obviously she's still, like, you can, from what you've been around, she still struggles to move a bit. But she could clearly, if she wanted to, just get up and like, run. But she's just a bit tired. And she seems to also, she probably got up earlier. In fact, she says, like, to you, like, oh, morning.
I'm gonna type and go, morning.
You have any plans today? I heard the elder talking up about some kind of initiation. What is this? Some sort of demonic ritual that you hold every day, or is it a special occasion?
Have I been told what's going on?
Well, yeah, you already were aware that they were going to sort of mark you at this point. You don't know entirely what that means, but it.
Yeah. I'm apparently getting some sort of tattoos.
Oh, wonderful! You'll be marked as a monster. Easier to identify you that way. I agree with this. It's good.
Oh my god. I told you. I told you, Sapphire. Told you.
So where are you actually, son? Are you still sleeping or are you awake? Because this would be like very early in the morning. Sorry, I just imagine you yawning and like stretching your arms, but your arm like goes through a hole in the tent.
Oh. Oops. Ah. Ah. Okay, so the spear's still here, my jacket's still here, my boots are still here. My
Where's our cheerprint?
my short dagger is here. Oh shit! I didn't notice it was here. I guess I'll still have it around. Oh well.
You can kind of like as you're getting up, you can see like there's some activity in the area. There are people walking around, getting water, collecting food, those sort of things. The elder seems to be like walking toward Storm's tent, and the rain itself is actually sort of real. Like you can because there was sort of a hole in your tent. There's like little trickles of water coming in. Uh, the sky is just sort of a mild gray. It's not really horribly dark, but there is like a passing spring shower that sort of sprinkles across the top of your head.
Hello, Elder.
And he doesn't necessarily even acknowledge you at all, but he just sort of turns his head slightly and just continues walking.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. Carry on.
Are you sure? Is this something you need help with, or?
No, you could not help with this. This is a very important ritual. Stay out of it. He almost says that in like a very direct way, like he's like, don't get involved.
Oh, all right, I guess.
You don't even need to roll anything, but you can tell that he's basically just telling you that, directly. He's like, just don't do anything. Stay here. Like he doesn't tell you to stay there, but he's basically kind of inferring that, like, just stay here and don't, whatever. We'll be having a meeting about this situation.
Stay where?
Well, he's saying, he does say this to you. He says, we will be having a meeting about the situation that the advisor has warned me about. Now, I'm not the type to trust his type of wisdom normally, but he is kind of known to be accurate at predicting events. So, I will give him the benefit of this.
I've heard of his kind.
we will be having a gathering after the ritual, and you are welcome to join us.
All right. Okay, I guess I'll be back in my tent if you guys need me.
We won't be needing you. I have just explained this.
Afterwards, I mean, okay, see ya.
It's not very good at listening.
So, are you still going to be in the tent with Scarlet, or are you going to like walk out and meet him in the village or some such?
Me, I will probably I'll probably make sure Scarlett's like all right to stay for a bit and then leave.
Okay. She seems fine. I mean, if you wanted to like make some kind of check to
Sure, I'll make a check.
like a
Make sure she's not like plotting
intelligence.
anything.
Oh well, okay. That would be a different check if you wanted to determine that. That would be I think it's perception socialize. Yep.
Okay.
To kind of read her kind of intentions. That's what it's called after all.
Yeah. So
sure.
perception, socialize. Yeah. Okay, so about 5 dice.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh,
5 successes.
you know what? You're doing very good today. So you're not trying to. I was gonna say like determine how injured she is, but that's not your. You don't need to necessarily do that. You already know. You know enough about this whole Exalted thing to know that she's probably gonna heal fairly quickly. That's not necessarily a concern. You're more concerned like what could she be planning on doing. I'm trying to remember like what her plan was. Let me check my notes real quick. Cause yeah, you'd be able to kind of guess at what she might be trying to do. Cause that was your goal, right? You're trying to like figure out.
Because I know she's crafty.
Right. She deliberately manipulated a bunch of people last time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really sure what she could do from the tent, but it's very plausible that she could either try to trick Sun, or because he's the one with the spear now. Or, try to manipulate you against him. And you're already aware that she's been kind of doing that.
Yeah, she's been doing it exceeding.
So you could kind of, with 5 successes, honestly, you'd realize the best thing to do would probably be to just have everyone, like, quarantine her away from people so that she can't, like, try anything.
Yeah.
Especially the army, because, like, they could, if she was able to talk to... Basically, don't let anyone talk to her. That's probably the best thing to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure that she's isolated. Because her plan probably involves talking to someone or manipulating someone while she can't really do anything herself.
Yeah, so I'll probably tell someone to, like, watch the tent, make sure no one comes in.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good idea.
Especially Sun.
Yeah, she's okay. So you make sure like to put.
I'm not going in there. What are you talking about?
Right, but she just wants
she
just wants to make sure that.
Go in there. I'll be endangering everybody. I'm not a freaking tower guy.
Right, but she doesn't think you're smart, so she's just like, I'm just gonna do this to make sure that nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a tower guy. Like, if I hear that, I'm like, dude, I'm not tower guy.
Right.
Go run in with a spear that can kill me when she's just
uses your force magic to move it around. It's kind of funny because you already know she can do that, so you'd probably like be able to stay away and be like, okay, she can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the
She kind of
man.
like she kind of frowns a bit, and she's like, "Pity, you're the only one I can really tolerate around here."
Good to know.
For now, anyway. She just sort of like she kind of turns over on the bed, a setup kind of thing. It's not really a bed; it's more like a sheet and some pillows.
It's a cot.
It's a cot, yeah. But she kind of turns over on it and like kind of shuts her eyes and like just lays there. So you meet with the elder, the diving hawk,
Yes,
and he
the
basically
dangerous nuke guy.
well, I mean, he like Star is in the tent right now, so this is basically just the two of you, and he sort of starts setting up this like circle in the ground, and he asks you to like remove like all your clothing.
Over here?
No, well,
Shy
you're
of
not
it.
actually in the tent.
Music.
You're like in the middle of the village, like you're in the center of the village.
Okay.
Uh, so you're like in the center of the village, and he sort of sets up like this circle in the dirt, and he says, okay, remove all your clothes, and he has this like, he has these tools like in his hand, but they're not like, they're not like fine tools. They're like, there's like a, these, and like there's this dust that he has, also. It's like he has a bag that's like filled with this material. You don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I will try and do so.
All right, and he says basically like, you get in this pose so you can like, oh, that's kind of funny because it's a full moon, so it's like that's good, Carl. I appreciate it. So he basically wants you to get into this like motion so that he can like mark your back. So you would have to like kind of crouch down.
Okay.
And then he starts like,
Oh my god.
basically, in a way, like he takes this kind of crude sort of knife. Not really, it's like thinner than a knife. It's sort of like a chisel, but it's like metal. And he starts like literally cutting into your back, and it hurts. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's not. This isn't like, he's not. It's not like a modern like he's literally like branding you to a degree. So it like hurts a lot. And there's no like, he doesn't give you any kind of sedative for this shit. So it literally, I mean, he might give you some kind of, but it's like, it's really painful. He's literally like cutting into your back, and then he starts like sprinkling this dust into it and like this metal, and it sort of like burns a bit. Like it's very, very, it's like, and it seals it, and it like, but it hurts at the same time. It's like this very painful process, and he starts like carving all these intricate designs, and this takes like several hours, and you can kind of see the sun kind of rise in the sky as he continues this sort of ritual. And normally they probably do this kind of thing at night because Luna, but they don't have a lot of time. Time is of import. So he sort of continues, and if you have any specific like I don't know, we can work out like what they actually look like later, like if you get drawn or some such. But so I'm not going to go into detail like what the design actually looks like, because I'd rather we do that sort of sitting down, and we could talk about that at some other point. But they are very intricate sort of weaving designs, very kind of tribal sort of designs, and he marks like most of your body. So like your legs are, unless you don't want a particular area to be marked, he's going to basically just like start marking most of your body parts. So I'm assuming there'd be something around your arms. I mean, now I'm kind of getting this image of like maybe some kind of tribal armband kind of design along your arm, but I don't know. I don't want to set anything in stone for right now. But I'm kind of imagining like a lot of it is around your arms to like represent your strength, your legs, your chest to a degree probably. I mean, there might be some, maybe less around your head, because maybe that's more for like he has kind of more around his face and his head, but maybe that's more of like a sign of leadership. You're more of like this is your you are the champion of strength, not of wisdom or intelligence. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying that this isn't the gift you were given.
I'm thinking, does the pictures look like Power Mountains now?
Yeah, that's the picture that I sent of what Towering Mountain looks like in the bull form are actually lunar tattoos. Yeah.
Wolf form.
the ox form. Sorry, I meant to say bull. I guess it sounded like wolf. It's like an ox, actually. It's not bull. I don't know why. Got that mixed up. But it's that sort of design anyway, and you know, and eventually it is completed, and he sort of and you would have to like voluntarily activate your cast mark to notice this, but he sort of like brands you as a full moon of the lunar exalted. So now your cast mark is permanently like this full moon sort of thing. And I mean, that's just sort of permanently now your sort of type. So all the stuff I wrote for your cast abilities is now like okay, you can use those.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any other questions before we sort of?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm gonna just make sure So from here, I'm actually going to move to Kara because Kara, I think, stepped out. So I'm gonna move to you. So you would have been traveling with Mist. You would have been traveling with Daphne for a pretty extended period of time, like pretty much all night. And at any point, if you want to say, "Oh,
right back,"
I would stop and do something," you can go ahead and stop me and say, "Well, I would have stepped in and done X." But essentially, the first thing that would have happened was she would kind of fly you over this approaching squad because you would be able to see them from the air. You're not flying super high off the ground, so you can still see these people like marching in a formation towards the village, and then you can't actually see where the Scarlet's unit is because they'd be further distance away. But like in the direction you're going, you do see the soldiers that were, and you recognize them because they're wearing your family sort of raiment and color and crest, probably even. So they represent your house, and they're kind of, and that's probably why you would recognize them immediately. And they're sort of a group of them, kind of marching in towards where you came from. And this is like
What are they doing here?
And this is sort of at night, and you're asking Daphne this?
Hmm.
And she says, "Oh, I don't know. They look like they're headed that way, towards that place. Maybe they're going to clean up that problem. I should actually give them directions. Here, hold on." And she kind of starts like descending on the water kind of cloud towards that. Yeah. And she sort of starts descending down to meet with him. And you see that, let me see if I can go get the picture of Hired Sword that I picked real quick. If I can't, then I'll just describe him to you, but if I can get the picture, that would be great.
And I can draw them if you want.
Give me a moment.
One moment. Only one.
Okay. Oh, I think I put him in a specific folder for NPCs. But yeah, you do see that there's this small group with them. You don't know Hired Sword personally. Yes, I have him here. Okay. I will screen share in a moment. I just need to open it first. You don't know him personally, but he is sort of there. No, you don't need to draw anything. It's cool.
No, I'm asking if you want me to stop screen sharing.
Oh, no, you don't need to do that. Well, you can, but you'll have to do it again when we switch back. So you might as well keep it. So he basically looks like this. I mean, there's a name on there, but you can just ignore that and a bunch of Japanese text that doesn't mean anything. I'll zoom in a bit more. I just really like this picture, and it kind of looks like what he would look like to a degree. I mean, he's obviously not like. I mean, this seems like it would be something like for a higher ranked general, but he still is like a captain, sort of. He's like a captain of a small group. And the generals probably have even more fancy sort of armor, but this is sort of equivalent to like what he'd be wearing. And he sort of like notices both of you when you approach, and he says, "Oh, good day, ladies. is there a problem? And Daphne sort of speaks up and she says, "Oh yes, well you see, we were just at a encampment of anathema, and we figured that we would show you the way." "Oh yes, that is exactly what we were looking for. Have you seen one?" "Ah
I'd
yes."
advise against going.
He sort of stops and looks toward you. Yes. Why is that, ma'am?" He seems to like show you a lot of respect. So he doesn't want to ignore you, and you'd be aware of this. Like he doesn't. You're also a noble, so he's not gonna like not listen to you. You have his attention basically, and you're aware of it.
How many men do you have in your company?
You can kind of count them obviously, but he sort of gives you a quick. It's like, "Men form up," and they count about maybe 12, 15 people, like a small squadron, not like a large group or anything like that. Some of the best from the city, I assure you.
Hmm. Indeed.
Well,
However,
not all of them are from the city. Some of them we took from Lookshy, but they're trained soldiers.
and what do you know of the situation?
Well, we're aware that a anathema escaped outside of the borders of the city, and we will
Hmm.
track them down and eliminate them. And
I had been I had
Daphne's just
been
sort of standing
traveling
there,
and spying on their movements.
and he's sort of like he's clearly like paying attention to you as he's like nodding. He seems very like captivated.
And the situation seemed to have taken a different turn.
Hmm.
There's not just one anathema.
You don't say. And he looks toward Daphne. He's like, "Is this true?" "I don't know. I only saw one. Are there more?" He like looks at Mist, because she only saw Sun. So she's sort of looking at you like, Are you serious? Like, is this?
You are outmatched.
He sort of scoffs a bit. You think you think we're outmatched? Some of the Empire's finest men are outmatched by a couple of demons. Ridiculous.
Oh boy.
He
What did I
he's
miss, by the way?
uh they're talking to Hired Sword.
Okay.
There are at least 3 anathema that I am aware of. Possibly more.
He sort of like looks at you almost in disbelief for a moment. And you're not lying, so you don't need to like roll or anything like to like try to lie to him. But he would. This is the point where he would be trying to like determine if he thinks you're telling the truth, and you're obviously not lying. So he's like, "I see, 3 of them. Well, what do you think? You think we can handle this?" And he sort of looks at the other men, and they don't seem as sure as him. They're kind of like looking around and like kind of whispering to themselves. Uh, and I think you could probably roll like a perception socialize to kind of get an idea of like what's going on here before you can kind of
Yeah.
press any, because you need to sort of have evidence before you can press anything. You need to know for a fact like what's going on.
So, what was that? Perception,
Socialize,
socialize.
yes.
Yeah. So, could have used the other 2 that I wasted all there.
Well, you can also spend willpower and things like that if you need to. I don't know if
I-
socialize is one of them.
I-
One success is you. I mean, these people are. You can kind of tell that they're sort of like. You know that they're not like because of the way that their body movements kind of are. You don't really know what kind of reaction they're having, but they're reacting to what you're saying. You are aware of that. Like what you're saying, they're taking notice of it. You don't really know if they're like confident or if they're scared or whatever, but you are aware that they are clearly like reacting to what you're saying and they're noticing like that you're speaking and they're listening to you. So you could, whatever you say from this point, they're probably going to pay attention. So did you want to continue? Yeah, you could just continue speaking, and he doesn't seem to interrupt
There is
you.
a great possibility that there are far more than only 3. There was a battle prior to Daphne showing up.
Oh, you could say your master or Daphne, but that works. And she sort of like gasps a bit, and she's like, "Oh, were you hurt?"
No, I was
you all
fine.
right?
I was hiding in the bushes.
Yes. Well, a battle between who? What was going on?
Well,
and now she also seems to be like very interested in what you're saying. So everyone's sort of hanging on your words.
I was trying to say before you dragged me away. They have a hostage.
The hired sword like glares. He's like, hostage? Who? Who do they have? And you rolled fairly well, so you would be able to tell him.
A very own General Scarlet.
Well, the term would actually be Scaled Lord, but of course I'm assuming you actually say what the correct term would be.
Indeed.
Of course, but that's okay. I don't mind if you can say whatever you want. I'll just assume that you're saying because your character would know the terminology.
Mm.
She's not actually, just for clarification, she's not even a general. She'd be lower than a general. She'd be like a. But I understand your intent. So anyway, so he's like
apples and oranges.
Yeah. He's like, oh, really? Is this a? And he's like looking. He's like again trying to determine if you're telling the truth, and you're not lying. So he's just sort of like, oh my goodness. That is terrible. Well, we should do something, don't you think? And she says, yes, I agree. We should. Daphne says, well, yes, I think we should do something. And one of the other soldiers in the crowd sort of says, Scales? Is she in trouble? What's going on? Like, yeah, I think all of them are starting to like now kind of form an uproar of like, wow, this is really bad. Like, So they sort of look at you and they're like, all right, well, could you lead us to this place? We need to act immediately.
It would be rather prompt and foolish.
Even if it is, we must do something. We can't stand here. If Scales is in danger, she's a valuable asset to our military. She's an Exalted. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand perfectly. It's just that. What is that? 12 men?
They sort of, yeah. They all kind of they're all in a line now because they kind of formed up when you requested it before, so they're sort of all in a line, yeah. 12 men, about maybe 15, something like that.
Before we met, you were planning on just sauntering in, and now you want to charge in headlong?
Well, it might require a bit more finesse than that, but he sort of. You could roll again, actually. But this time you'd only get 3 dice to kind of read on like how he's feeling. And of course, I don't know if socialize is one of your favored. If you have an X or marked, or
No,
if.
I don't have.
But you can also spend willpower if you want to, because that's also an option. Or you can stunt. You can stunt it too if you're gonna try to like read him. You can like explain to me how you're doing that. You could get a bonus, but you just get a penalty if you wanted to try again.
I'll just try again.
Okay, so 3 dice.
I can't even see what I'm rolling.
You got
zero
you got
success.
0. So again, like you're not really sure how he's like reacting, but he doesn't seem to have a reaction. And he says, "All right, well, we'll take a different approach. Men, form up, and we will move to this way." And he kind of points in a direction, and they're like, "Yes, yes." And they all start moving.
What way is that, you fool?
Well, you're not
It's
really sure where they're
annoying.
going. Do you have like a war skill or like a survival? You have survival, right?
I have survival.
I think survival, because you could kind of tell like which direction they're going.
Did you want me to roll that?
Yeah, like a wits survival or like a that would work.
For fuck's sake!
Wow. Okay, so you botch.
Don't forget you can spend willpower and just get it automatic success.
So as far
Oh
as
shit! I got dust in my eye.
as far as you know, they're like you can't tell what direction they're going, and you think they're actually going like towards the village, because they look like they're about to like loop around and like go a direction, and they have this sort of conversation that you can kind of hear as they're kind of moving away, because Daphne sort of like drags you away again on the thing, and like you start moving into the air, but you can hear them talking amongst each other like while you're like ascending, and you hear them say, "Hey, well, I should go at least, alone or something. Send me in. I'll scout and we'll determine what's going on." "Oh, that's too risky. You're a good soldier. I wouldn't send you in." And like, "Oh, you can trust me. I'm the best of the best of the best. Yeah, I know Scarlet. I'll tell you if she's there or not." "Okay, I trust you. Don't let me down." All right. And then they sort of, and then you see them kind of walking off, and you sort of fly into the night, and eventually, just to sort of wrap this up, unless you resist, she's basically going to drop you off at the house, have all the servants just sort of, take care of you, feed you, make sure that you're all right, all that sort of thing. And basically tell you to stay there, and she's going to organize a wild hunt to go after these people. And this is like what she tells you before you kind of are. This is like you're getting ready for bed, and she's basically saying like, "In the morning I'm going to organize a hunt for these people, and we'll make sure they're defeated. I don't want to hear any of this nonsense about research. They're too dangerous for you to be researching."
So dangerous they let you go.
Says who? Says you. You?
What? Sorry, missed. Were you saying something?
Says who? Says you?
I am responsible for you.
Oh, yes. Do clarify.
I know what's best, and I want you to stay here, and I'll make sure this problem is dealt with. You don't need to worry about it.
You know what's bad. She rolls her eyes. If you know what's best, you wouldn't have shown up.
I saved you, didn't I? From them? From those monsters?
did it really look like I needed saving when I was in the bush?
You were hiding from them, were you not? I'm gonna screen share Daphne real quick, just because we're doing that. So I'll switch my.
One day I could like get the picture and like put it up here if you want.
What?
Get the picture and put it on the screen.
Anyway,
You want me to do that or?
I don't know what you mean, but
There you
well,
go.
yeah, you could. I'm just doing it because I'm on myself right now, so I'm just doing that.
Look,
Anyway, she sort of like stamps her staff down and is like, "This is my final decision. I'm trying to keep you safe, all right? This is what must be done."
the one person that actually knew where I was that idiot son, the
Son?
anathema that you were conversing with.
Oh. What a laughable name for a demon, son. That's cute.
And he did not sell me out.
Our teachings say these people are deceivers. You cannot trust a word that they speak. You understand?
And what is the difference between them and our own
I can't believe
Scale
this.
Lord Scarlet?
They led you on like this? They brought you into their camp? They were probably planning on torturing you for information. You must not have realized. It's alright. You're still in training. But I won't allow you to put yourself in danger. I'll make sure that you're here. We'll finish your training, and then things will be alright. I assure you.
Alright.
You won't have to worry about these anathema anymore. They've deceived you long enough. It's in the past. Now try to get some rest, and then I will... Well, I probably won't be here in the morning. I'll probably be off at some office somewhere trying to convince the local military that this is an important matter.
That would be foolish.
Why do you think that?
How many bugs are you going to throw into the fray before you realize that none of them stand a chance?
There are warriors on our side that are just as powerful as the ones that you've encountered. Scarlet is one of them. Have they done anything to
Yes.
her? I think like that she kind of leans in and whispers to you, well, have they done anything to her? Did you? Yeah, I mean, you were with her, so if you wanted to like lie or say anything, you already know her. Her like, she looked fairly healthy. They weren't like, she didn't have any scars or bruises or anything like that. She seemed fine. But of course, Daphne doesn't know, so you could say whatever you want.
What does it matter whether they've done anything to her or not?
I'm just worried. That's all. Now, if there's anything else, if there isn't anything else, I'll be leaving. I have things to prepare for. And you have some sleep to catch up on. And this is like, you're basically in your room at this point. Like, she's been walking you into your bed chamber.
I guess
So
Son of all about the whole Diablo shit, he said.
You are leaving tomorrow?
Yes, that's my plan.
Sorry to drop it. I just want to bring that up. Okay.
When do you intend to leave? Exactly?
She's like sighing and like kind of tilts her head. Probably.
Perhaps.
Well, you would know her well enough to know when she wakes up. So that question might not be necessary, but she kind of says, "Oh, in the morning." But knowing you know her, she'll probably be up, at night, probably like late, and she'll probably leave like in the middle of the night. Although it's the
Perhaps
middle
we
of the
could
night now, so it's more likely
discuss this before you go.
if we must.
Yes, discuss it over breakfast.
If you believe that to be necessary, I won't mind.
And if I can't change your mind, then you do what you must.
All right. She sort of closes the door and leaves you alone in there. Except after a while, you realize that you're not actually alone. Like a hand sort of, kind of, like after everyone's sort of asleep, you notice that there's sort of like a tapping on your window, like into your room.
Oh boy.
Investigation! Ho!
Adventure! Ho!
What would you like to do? Like specifically against
Go
your
over.
window. Yeah.
Go over and see what's doing this tapping.
Do you take like a light or a candle or anything like that, or you just because it's kind of dark, like it's like the middle of the night, it's like probably 1 or 2 in the morning or something, like it's dark.
It's Captain Sun.
What, so Daphne just left?
Well, yeah, I mean this is after everyone sort of like left you alone and went to sleep.
Like they went to sleep, not like they left the whole entire building. No,
Well,
they
no,
left.
they're
They
sleeping.
left you alone
This is
to be alone in your room, and then they went to sleep.
It's a mansion,
No, as in-
so there's rooms for.
She just left the room, or she's been gone a while? Or
Oh,
what?
this is probably like an hour later, as you're kind of turning around in bed or something.
Oh, because my plan was to pretty much brew up a whatchamacallit, what was it listed here as? A blessed respite.
Ah, okay. What exactly does that do again?
Draft of blessed respite. I believe that is a sleeping potion.
Ah, yes, that's okay. You could still be doing that. Like we could roll for that now. I
Yeah.
don't think that would take you very long. Would you like me to look into that for you? I'll pull open that book. I'll start working on that. But in the meantime, let's role play this out. So you've been secretly sort of working on this. You have enough materials inside of your bedroom to sort of start concocting this potion, so that's not an issue. It's more of a time thing, and I don't think it would take you too long to make something like this, so I could waive that. It's not really a matter of time. It's more about just being able to do it or not, because you have enough time. I'm just going to be checking. I need to look in the rules for this, for the alchemy. I didn't put page numbers on there, but I can get it. Anyway, so what do you like? So you're being interrupted from your work by this sort of tapping. Do you want to investigate it, or do you?
Ghost hunt.
I'll sort of hide the mixtures out of view and so forth.
You covered them or something with a cloth or something, and then you move over to.
With what? Like
Take
candle?
take the candle and sort of see what's going on.
All right.
Maybe someone's been spying on me. Maybe it's a tree branch. Would there
So
be a
in the
tree out my window? No.
well, there's a garden out back, but there are not trees this close to your house. But like in the candlelight, you see the face of the archer who was with you before, Kara,
Oh shit! Oh
and
shit!
she sort of waves. I'm not gonna try to play Lev's character, but essentially she just sort of like notices you and like she like waves to you. Do you like open the window or do you like leave it closed?
So I look
Somehow
to
Somehow she was able to follow you all the way here, which is very improbable because you were traveling very fast and by air. So it doesn't, for one thing, it doesn't make sense that she was able to follow you this far. So that kind of remains a mystery to you. But beyond that, you do recognize that it's her and whatnot.
Hmm. Sort of
So what would you
hesitate
like to do?
for a moment. Let's see. And she opens the window.
Okay. The gist of what she sort of says is like, well, I figured I'd give you some private lessons on archery, blah, blah, blah. Are you busy or anything? I made a promise. I'm going to keep it, that sort of thing. Although, Lev didn't really give me lines, so I'm just sort of giving you. I don't want to try to roleplay for her also, so I'm just trying to give you the gist of what she would have said. But she's basically planning on continuing your bow training, even though you thought you would never see her again.
You wish to train me in the middle of the night?
She sort of looks around. Should I wait for a better time?
Oh, perhaps a little later in the day.
She nods and she's like, "All right, well, I'll be waiting in the. I'll be nearby. Just holler for me when you're ready. I'll be here."
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yes. Okay. How did you get here exactly?
She sort of like looks around and kicks her feet a bit. I'd rather not tell you for right now.
If we.
Very well. I have other matters to attend to at the moment.
So you kind of move back to your little thing. I did find Blessed Respite. Here we go. It's a you would need to roll intelligence and occult.
Intelligence and occult. Okay.
Now, are you going to how much of a dose are you? How much of a dose are you? Yeah. Are you gonna try to add essence to that or no?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I don't get to use essence all that much.
One thing to keep in mind is that you so it would remove so do me a favor and roll well, you'd roll that and it would cost you like one of your resources.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would cost you resources 1, but since you have it, I think that this would be fairly trivial. So it's not like how many resources do you have? Like 2 or 3?
2.
2. Okay, yeah, this wouldn't be difficult. You'd be able to get all the materials that you need for this. The only thing that you'd need to keep in mind is that you would need to be very quick in administering this potion because it sort of decays as it's kind of exposed to air. So it's very it's very sensitive. And you'd have to tell me like what sort of amount of dosage you're preparing, because you'd know that essentially like a small, even half of a dose could put someone out for like 4 hours. So you'd need to be very careful with the dosage. You don't want to like put your master into a coma. So I'm kind of curious as to like how many doses you're actually planning on making. Like if you just want to make 1 dose that would like knock her out for like, how controlled are you trying to make this sleeping potion? Like how long do you actually want her to be asleep for is the main question. Because you could kind of fiddle with the composition, increase the
A
potency.
day, maybe.
Okay, yeah, you could still do that. Yeah, easily. That would be possible. It wouldn't increase the difficulty at all, actually. That would be fairly easy for you to do. Just knock her out for a day. Probably cause suspicion, but that'd be possible for you to do. And then how many points of essence are you spending on this?
Let's see.
Because you can spend, let me check what your dice maximum is. I think it's the most you can do is double your current skill. So crafting, what's your crafting at?
Crafting is 3.
So the most you could spend would be 3 dice.
Yeah.
So would you like to do that? I don't remember how dragon-blooded. Well, you're not a full dragon-blooded, so I'm just going by that for right now.
So that comes out of the peripheral.
Yeah. Well, you'll recover it overnight, so you don't need to worry about marking it off. But you could spend.
No, well, I'll take all 3 then.
Okay. So
'Cause I got
what's your intelligence
13.
plus occult?
Intelligence is 4, occult is 4, but that's also favored.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get the 3 dice from. So.
Yeah.
So that means you have 12 dice. And do you want to stunt this at all? Like explain how you're doing it, or kind of explain like what sort of things you're doing? I don't know, because kind of you can get extra. I don't think you need extra, but I don't know. You can just roll 12 dice. You're good. This is pretty easy for you to make. It's not hard.
Behold, as I get no successes and a fail and somehow destroy the house.
Well, worst thing is you'd probably just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Okay, yeah,
Is 9 good enough for you?
That's definitely good enough. You make an epic. You like, and you do this very carefully too. Like you manage to create this very small like vial. You could probably slip it into her drink, and then she would just be like,
That's the plan.
Asleep.
Fran, that's wrong.
What?
That's wrong.
Hey, it is wrong. I
Don't
agree.
do it.
I'm not doing anything.
Don't do it.
I'm not doing anything.
What's
I'm
wrong?
going to hang up the phone if you talk about it anymore.
Okay.
That's very bad.
Are you hearing? I'm sorry. This is just. Well, okay. I'm sorry, Miss. I can't allow you to go through with this action because, putting someone to sleep is wrong.
That's right. No, especially when you slip it into their drink.
Right. You'll have to find another way to do that. I'm sorry.
Use tranquilizers.
For consent.
Yeah. That's very, very wrong.
Yes, use a tranquilizer gun. Shoot her in the face.
You know someone's going to jail for that right now, right?
No.
Bill Cosby?
Right. But don't Bill Cosby your master mist, please.
That's right.
Don't do it.
No.
Even if she's gonna kill everybody you know. Even if she's gonna kill everybody you know.
Yeah.
Everybody involved.
She might be a murderer, but putting her to sleep so she can't hurt people is wrong. You have to stop her in a different way.
You have to pull a gun on her face, kill her, then sneak away.
There are no men involved. This is 2 women.
Oh, come on,
To be fair, she's not
there's
asking.
there's no sexual explicitity going on here either.
Oh, so he's not doing it to rape her.
No, there's no.
You do know you're live, right?
Yes. I have to make this clear because apparently some people around
I
me
just
are
want to make
like,
sure your mom knows that, like, he's saying this all on the internet now.
oh yeah, I'm sure she's aware that I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all being recorded by the NSA and they know.
They know that this person.
I'm very sorry. I had to deal with that because that's just. I don't want people thinking I'm doing something wrong here. We're just playing a game.
With a dangerous nuke guy.
Well, the nuke guy is a whole nother problem. We'll deal with him later. Sorry, I'm just now imagining Star as like George Bush or something. Weapon of mass destruction.
WMDs.
Anyway, moving on from that. I'm not even sure if this is necessarily... What I'm going to do is I think you still need to make a roll because she might notice that you're doing this. So, just to be fair to her, I'm going to give her a roll, and then I think that she would also need to make a roll to, like, resist it, unfortunately. I mean, she is an Exalted, so she's not just, like, a normal person. Like, knocking her out would be kind of difficult. I don't want to make this, like... super easy. But you did roll really well, so I will say that you compensated for that. But I'm still gonna give her a few rolls. She wouldn't be able to. Eventually it'll work. Like eventually she will fall asleep. She just might be able to resist it for a very And it might not work right away. That's probably all that's going. So you can make I think it's like a stealth. It would be a dex stealth roll, unless you can argue something else.
Get about willpower.
Yeah, and willpower would probably help you here, but I don't know what you would actually use, unless you're actually like making her drink.
I think. Let's see.
Because you have servant, so I'm assuming that you would be putting this in the drink, but it's a very small. Like it'd be very hard for her to notice this, and it depends on how you stunt it too, because you could easily stunt this. But I'm assuming this is when you're having breakfast, so let's just kind of because this is happening at the same time as everyone else is waking up in the camp. So now you've kind of caught up to them. So I want to play this out because I think this could be a cool scene.
Let me switch over to the mansion then.
So you're kind of eating breakfast, and there are servants attending to you. You have food in front of you. The kind of food isn't necessarily important, but it's probably served with like fresh fruit from the garden, that sort of thing. And she has like sort of a fruit juice or like some kind of orange juice that you're gonna be like messing with. And so, as she's kind of talking to you, you could probably just distract her, and then the dose you would need to be putting a few doses in, so but I mean just to be I'll assume you can just do it in one movement, because normally the amount of dosage you'd be giving her would be like several vials of this stuff.
So, Mistress, have you
but
changed your mind about the course
Why would I?
of
Why
action you
would I
wish to take.
change? Why would I change my mind? You don't understand at all what's going on, do you? And like obviously your goal isn't really to have a real conversation, but you notice that she's looking at you instead of where she should be looking. So you can continue. I'm just pointing that out to you that like she's obviously not looking where you're planning on pulling your move. So you can continue. So she's like, well, you must not understand what's going on. You say
How do you figure that?
what you were saying you were spying on these anathema, but did you really learn anything from them?
In the time I've been with them, two of them have, would you say, changed?
She sort of looks at you and, what do you mean?
When I first started along with them, they were looking for an artifact, and there was only one. That sun person, he was not an anathema.
She sort of gives you like a boink.
And there was
What?
another. There was another one, a woman. Went by the name of Sword. Hired Sword, I believe it was.
That
I
man we
didn't
met the other
really.
day was hired Sword. She was giving you a false name, and you trust these people?
Well, she was a mercenary.
As I was saying, it would seem that she also happened to change during the period in which I was with her.
So you were a witness to this change, as you say. And
To
you
her
didn't.
change, sadly not.
So you're saying that you were witness to these demons, and yet you did nothing to stop them, to mislead them, or to what would have been best, kill them before they can cause any problem?
He's talking about son. He can't do shit. He can't even.
No. She's saying like, missed. You should have killed them while you had the chance, and then you did nothing.
Oh yes, I should have killed them, but
They weren't that. They weren't demons.
my research into artifacts and the anathema sort of prompted me otherwise.
You could have avoided this whole thing. I should have you. No. If you were tried for treason, then it would look bad on my record. I can't have that. What to do? Well, if you gather
Wait.
relevant information, then we'll present it to the local military, and they will take action.
She presents to
You should
Daphne.
come with me. Yeah, she says you should come with me to with them. We will deal with this together. You might be a valuable insider.
She decides at this point to sort of hand Daphne these god-smacking gloves that she ended up with.
What are these? I mean, she kind of examines them, but as you're like, she could obviously identify them herself, but right now she's basically asking you what they are.
Oh, Just a little souvenir from my outing.
These are made of black jade. Where did you acquire this?
We encountered a vampiric man, and he seemed to have the ability to
Now, normally I wouldn't.
conjure up and control spirits.
He says, normally I wouldn't believe you, but considering everything you've said so far, So, they defeated this vampire, you say?
That is correct.
Well, I appreciate the gift. Thank you. She's sort of, and she's clearly like not even remotely looking at like her glass at this point, and she's like completely absorbed in like staring down at these gloves.
So now I make my move.
All right, I'll give you a +2 for that. Basically, just distracting her with those.
You could have done that a long
Yeah.
time ago, but whatever.
That's a
Black
fairly,
jade gloves.
that's a fairly good plan. Like just artifact, because your master is just as obsessed with artifacts as you are. So she's just, let me check the craftsmanship, but she's fairly distracted. So I'll give you a +2 bonus to this roll. Your dex and your stealth.
Stuff.
And you can spend willpower as well if you'd like.
How much willpower can you spend?
1. You can spend 1 willpower, but you get an automatic success, which might be useful for you here. She's fairly distracted. Doesn't hurt.
I'll see how I roll first.
Well, you have to,
So
you have to spend
pick
it
one or
before
roll?
you have to spend before you roll. Yeah.
How many successes am I looking for exactly?
Yeah, so that's why I was
Well, you don't know.
Then again, I'm not allowed to know.
I know now, but I can't tell you.
Yay.
Fuck it. I'll use a willpower.
Okay, so you have 1 success automatically, and then whatever you get from your
Yeah,
dice.
willpower is really easy to get back in this.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, willpower is very easy to get back, so it's not a big deal.
2 successes.
Okay.
1 success with the dice and
Okay.
the willpower. So 2.
So did you want to like basically I'll just you do this very quick motion where you just kind of motion over to her glass, and she sort of looks over as you kind of pull your hand away. Yes, and she sort of takes a drink as if you like reminded her that it's there. It's like, oh, yes.
Yes, you don't want to forget your drink now.
Oh, no. Thank you. I was very thirsty.
And
And you start to see her eyelids become heavy, like almost immediately, like it's immediately taking effect, or at least it seems to. Now I'm gonna give her another roll to see how she reacts to this. Oh yes, okay. So then resistance. Okay. I mean, you've been out with. I mean, she's tougher than a normal person, obviously, because she's exalted. But you've seen her get like drunk before and stuff like that. She doesn't seem, as far as you know, she doesn't have like toxin resistance specialties or anything like that. So you're assuming that this will work. I'm just trying to check if she has any like reactive charms or anything like that she could. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
Roll fizzle beef.
Okay, I don't think that would be enough. This is pretty strong stuff. So yeah, she immediately like starts feeling very. But she eventually just like slumps over in the chair and falls onto the floor. And the other servants kind of look amongst each other, like, is she alright? And I think one of them is about to come over to like check her pulse or something, like a maid.
I don't think that she's been getting enough sleep lately.
Oh no,
With my
she always comes home
with
late.
my outing and all, I think she's been rather stressed out.
Yes, I think like they agree. They're like, yes, she always comes home late with large groups of people. It's very concerning to us. Yes, yeah, we'll carry her away to her room. You don't need to worry, miss. We'll take care of this. And they sort of
Okay, groovy.
no.
She doesn't say
Groovy.
groovy, but anyway.
Groovy.
Yes, good, very well.
So did you want to make any other sort of plans, or are you good for now? Are you okay with ending?
So that cloud she rides, does she conjure that up or what?
Yeah, she conjures that. It's not like a physical. It's more like she's just riding on water. Then but it also kind of forms into a cloud or a cloud shape kind of thing that you can ride on. But it's not like
I need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, she could teach you obviously, but it's a fairly simple spell actually.
So I can't go outside and go flying Nimbus.
No,
Have one show up.
that won't work.
But cloud.
But you could sort of like actually, yeah, this would be a really cool moment actually, because now I'm sort of do you go outside? Because now I have a cool moment for you.
I'm heading outside. Do we have a stable or anything?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not on the. You could request a horse. Like if you asked for a horse, they'd be like, "Yes, we'll get you a horse immediately, man." You know, they are not going
You're there, stable boy. Get me a horse. Chop chop.
Well, they don't. You don't have a. Yeah, but they could get you a horse. So they fetch you a horse. Like within the hour, basically. They get a horse to you, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And you know the village would be fairly like it would only take you maybe half a day to get there by horseback. It would be fairly quick.
Yeah.
Or a day or so actually. It would only take you another day or so to get
Yep.
That's me making Tower Wars noises.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
What? Was that bad?
So, depending on what this awesome thing is, I'm gonna jump on the horse and ride like the wind back to.
You don't have riding skill, do you? No, I'm kidding.
Nope.
It's not. No.
Is there a riding skill? There is a riding skill.
Freaking go up a mountain.
I'm like, okay, no, I am gonna make you roll, but just in order to see if you crit fail or something, and you die in the because it's raining. But I don't think that would impede you in any way. But it would basically just be I'd say dex check then.
Oh, goddamn Dex. I hate Dex.
It's your friend.
Well, this isn't like a critical thing. I just want to see if you botched or anything. You don't even necessarily need, like a success. Basically, in this case, would just get you there faster.
There we are, 2 successes.
Okay.
Luck is with me on that one.
Yay.
So, as you ride in the rain, you start to notice something very weird. As you're sort of galloping in the rain, you notice the raindrops aren't like falling on you. Like they are, but like some of them start to like sort of bend around your body. And this is very weird because you start to feel like as you're moving, you start to move in like rhythm with the rain. It's this very strange sort of moment when you realize that the rain around you is like this force of nature, right? And you realize like just how in control of that force of nature you really are, and you start to feel the water just sort of bending around you as you ride off to save your. Well, I'm not sure if they're your friends by this point, but they're people that you care about at least to some degree because you're going back to help them. And you feel the water just sort of, with your emotions, sort of move with you as the water sort of like fans along the ground and moves along your body. It is no longer just rain. It is like the water that's kind of moving in unison with your sort of spirit as you kind of ascend to this higher level of being. And you become one with the water and one with the rain, and you move in one fluid motion on your horse towards the camp, the village.
There it is. There's the
And you reach sort of a spiritual sort of oneness with the rain, and you reach this sort of zen, and in that moment you realize that you are exalted. Awesome horse riding! What's that? 2 successes. You get, like, because you're kind of moving with this like awesome sort of zen-like movement, you actually manage to somehow get there like within a few hours. Even though, because you like already know the route because you've been there before, and on top of that, the rain doesn't actually slow you down. It somehow makes you faster. You know, it does this impossible sort of, not spatial bending, but it sort of quickens you. It quickens your speed, and you move. And you move like, not like the wind, but like the rain. Smashing
Hey,
along.
look, my horsey knows surf.
Yeah, you kind of surf along the rain, and you arrive in the village before the.
Put it back.
Well, I mean, you ride along the sort of the army because you're moving very quickly. So you like ride past them and you arrive in the village as they're having this sort of meeting.
Who needs a surfing Pikachu? I got a surfing horse.
And you guys can all hear the horse like neighing from inside the tent as you're all sort of gathering, and Diving Hawk like pokes his head out of and he's like, "What in the world? We don't have horses."
What's up?
Like, you're right near him, and he's like, "There's a horse outside."
Like I hear this, and they go out.
Yeah. Mist was moving at the speed of love to get to you, by the way, Wanda.
She did it for the power of love.
But I'm gonna call it the speed of rain, just so I don't get as many weird.
Shipping.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, I won't say speed of love, but it's pretty much the same thing. Although in this case, we'll call it the speed of rain.
Okay. So I'm like, I check the horse and I see that it has the Lidal symbol.
Yes.
I'm like, I wonder whose horse is this?
Well, you can see Mist kind of in the rain, but as she's sort of stepping, the rain kind of curves around her and like forms around her body.
I'll be right back.
It kind of, you could say, forms like this mist around her as she walks.
Oh, Jesus. I'll be...
Yes, I can walk on water.
You're Jesus! You're a ninja! You're a Naruto ninja. Okay. So I say, I'll be right back.
And with
Is
my
that out of character or in
probably
character?
turn the water into
Yeah, this is in character, yeah.
Like, I say, oh, I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry about me. I'll just check something. I think it's an animal or something.
All right. Well, we'll be starting soon, so please, hurry back. Anyway, Storms, he like turns back to you, and they go over this like strategy.
Mhm.
But for now, I want to focus on this. So yeah, Sun, you come outside towards Mist.
Okay, so I just go. Oh, wait, I can't go to my thing. Can
Oh, okay.
There's a little screw that I found over
I'll
there.
help you with that. Yeah, you can't. I don't know why you can't. Hold on, I'll fix that.
I can't control myself. No.
I'll
Oh, yeah.
fix that. There you
Because
go.
there we go. It's
Okay.
mobile now.
I fixed it. Is that better?
Yes. You know.
I feel
Perfect horse.
it stomps on you. You die. No.
No.
I love that this horse is like huge.
I'm on top of the horse.
Now I'm over here.
They're not to scale.
Yeah, they're not. The horse is not to scale. The drawings are never to scale.
Nor is this giant sun on the left, just staring up.
Anyway,
Okay, so
I think Sun realizes that looks like a penis.
I think you look up. You look up at the horse, and it's like that same expression.
okay, so I
If there was a speech bubble there, it'd be like horse.
horse. So I run towards Mist, and I'm like trying to see if anybody's following me, and like trying to Mist. Is that you?
Most people are inside, so there's not really as many people around.
So they're inside.
I'm in too much pain to move too much. I'm sure.
So it's raining, so everybody's inside.
hmm
Okay.
The river people don't like rain.
The Soras don't like rain. Oh Jesus, that sounds horrible. Echo. Okay.
Well, I mean, I just got through getting all these fucking tattoos on my body, so I imagine I'm still like recovering from that.
Yep, that's about it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm like, Mist, is that you?
No, it is the boogeyman. Who do you think it is?
Oh shit. Sorry. Just
We'll have to work out all the details, like your powers and all that stuff later. But for right now, you're basically just.
didn't expect to be back here again. What happened? You seem different.
I do not feel different.
Oh no, you do. But
No, she's trying to play it off.
right. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, you realize like you clearly feel more powerful. Like you already had some experience with essence before, but the essence within you is like much stronger now. Like at least 2 or 3 times stronger than it was before when you were just training.
Well,
Has anything transpired since I was taken away?
no, not really. Apparently, Sapphire or Fire Sword, you called her, has gotten tattoos now. There's a bunch of people. According to the crazy guy, the guy who, well, you saw him. You saw him, the white guy, who blew up half the freaking place.
Carl, if you have headphones, can you put them in, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's probably me. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do
It
that.
is you.
It is me? Okay. So I keep hearing echo somewhere else.
No, it's not echo where I'm hearing, it's feedback.
Yeah, it's feedback.
Hello.
Hello.
Does it sound better?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's way better.
Okay. So let me
You
change.
have chirping birds in your computer.
Oh, hold up. Hello?
Chidori! Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember, just as quick aside, I do remember when I actually heard a bunch of birds chirping, and I'm like, wow, that actually does sound like a Chidori. That's weird.
We don't know what Shidori is.
Well, yeah, that's why the Chidori is called
Wow.
like chirping birds or whatever.
Yeah, someone needs to watch Naruto. Anyway, moving on.
Well, I don't watch Naruto that much because I didn't like that much, so Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's true. Not everyone likes Naruto.
Do you have a problem with me not liking things? How dare you? Damn it! What's wrong with you? I'm a human being.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you like One Piece, I think we're cool.
Yeah, I like One Piece.
Okay, we're cool.
I'm probably 100% because it's like, whoa, holy shit, it's like big, man, but I like it.
But okay. Moving on.
So, you say like, I don't feel different. What do we say? And I tell you about the big-haired guy, the white-haired guy who blew up half the freaking village. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he said it's like there's an army coming in here, something like that. He had a vision of some army coming this way. And now they're playing strategies over there.
Yes, I did witness a group of men approaching.
Oh. Huh. They look like instantly. I don't know if you know anything about the fact.
I tried to turn them back, but they seem intent on coming here anyways.
Oh boy. Oh joy. Ah. I have to deal in some way or another.
Though this army is the least of your concerns.
How come? Well, yeah. Also, Scarlet apparently shot off a flare. I think he saw it, didn't you? There's another one coming. So.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Well, the only strategy I can think of is for these barbarian people to pack up their tents and their yurts and move.
Sounds like a solid idea. Don't have to get anybody hurt.
My mistress was planning on organizing a wild hunt.
I'm sorry, going out of character right at this moment. Would I know what a wild hunt is?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
What? You definitely know. You were sent on one, basically. So you know what they're talking about.
Okay. What she's talking about.
Yeah.
I managed to put my mistress to sleep before she could do this, but when she awakens, I am more than sure that she will get that sorted, and yeah, things will be bad.
Shit. Guess I have to inform the guys back at the camp, somewhere or another.
I think like
so these uncivilized dullards need to pack up now and move.
What? Sorry, Dustin.
Fine if I can overhear any of this stuff.
Unless you're like, are you actively like trying to hear them?
I was not. But...
So, I mean, if you go out, you could just go outside, excuse yourself. Oh, I need to use the bathroom, and then like walk, and then you could probably hear what they're saying.
All this rain made me need to piss.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you go outside and you see Mist standing there with Sun.
Not this guy over here.
Yeah.
Not the freaking insane guy over here.
Well, he's basically been standing in the tent and like mumbling things to the
I can destroy them all with a nuke. No.
He actually seems like actually, could you roll me like a perception and socialize real quick, Storms?
Okay. Two successes.
He's been like looking at you the entire meeting, like Star has been like watching you for some reason. Like he's very clearly like, you don't know what it is, but like
maybe that's why you went outside, because you were uncomfortable with this guy staring at you.
He's been like basically like stalking you with his eyes. He's like been like he seems like he's suspicious of you for some reason.
Oh my
And
god!
you don't know why.
This guy's been staring at you. This
Like
guy.
not like but he's been like looking
I was
over
about
at
to say
you.
my barn doors don't swing that way.
Yeah, no, but he's been like he's not ogling you, but he's like been glancing at you the entire meeting. Like it's very strange. He's been like keeping his attention focused on you for some reason, but he hasn't said a word to you at all. Like he's been like watching you without speaking the entire time. Also, just as a quick thing, Lev told me that she would follow you, just so you understood why that would happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to make that clear in case you were worried that. You know, but that was something that they specifically said, "I will do this."
Yeah, it wasn't just TM magic.
Poor Kara, she's followed me there, and then I buggered off again.
You probably noticed.
I mean, she's probably like around somewhere.
She probably noticed.
No,
She's like on top of
I
us,
think
probably.
I mean she probably just haven't seen her yet.
She's probably on top of us, like on top of the tree, like we're talking. And
She's looking at GPS like, God damn it, I just followed. I had to follow this fucking cloud, now a fucking horse.
gotta go fast. Gotta go faster.
Yeah, just to kind of trying to keep
go.
trying to keep the party together. I'm pretty sure that she's like around the village somewhere. Like she is aware of she's there. Yeah. I'll say that out of character, of course. You don't know that in character, but she's there out of character.
Where the hell did you steal a horse from, by the way?
Oh hey, Sapphire.
Steal? I did not steal a horse.
It's a like doll horse, so not really steal. I would assume you didn't steal it, considering your high standards.
I mean, I was just like, I like carried on like, I don't think there's a horse in the fucking junk city.
Didn't we like go?
You went to her house, so you know where she lives.
Like I was gonna say,
Yeah,
didn't we go to her house or something?
Yeah, you
Because like, I think it would take longer normally.
right. You'd be like, wait, how do you get here so fast? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to. Like,
yeah.
And how do you get here fast?
It is a good horse.
Oh yeah. Nobles tend to have those.
well, like, it's not like I know anything about horses, so
Me neither.
whatever.
I'm just like, it's a bit questionable though. That could be.
You and your friend reconciled or something?
Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
So, I was asking if, like, her and her friend are, like, hooked up or whatever.
Yeah, I'm having trouble understanding you. Yeah, Dustin,
Yeah,
you've gone
Dustin,
Dalek.
you're a bit. Could you refresh or something? Because you're a bit. Like,
Yeah, I'll try that.
You're having a robot like staticky voice. Not enough static, but still. Shit. Hold up, guys. Something fell. Shit.
I will wait.
There's shit everywhere on the floor, on the ground, and shit everywhere.
Okay, am I good now?
A little
Yes, you
better.
are.
Yeah.
That's better.
That is way better.
So yeah, I was asking if everything's all right with her and her friend, like, because I did see her like get taken back.
Yeah, she doesn't know it's your master. So she's like, oh, is she your friend or something?
Yeah, are you two seeing each other? Like,
Oh, that's the first thing you assume. Like, no, they must be dating.
yeah.
Well, I think that was her master, right?
Oh, oh,
Hey, not that way. I don't think
Oh.
so. Mist, is this correct? Am I-
That has to be one of the smartest assumptions I've ever heard come out of your mouth.
I mean, she did kind of say that when she was dragging you away. but Sun would have probably picked that up.
Regardless, we've got no time for this small talk. You, and she points to Storm, you seem to have a pool with these people, yes?
Yes.
Get them to pack up their tents and move.
I'm just thinking where to.
I would, I like also think
It's a good question. Yeah, like we need to move. Okay, where?
aren't these guys nomadic in some form?
Well, you don't know that. But
That's
she-
what I'm asking.
Well,
Storms.
yeah.
Like, aren't these
Yeah.
guys so nomadic in a way?
Preferably far away from this place.
I'll Dive and Hawk, see where he'll suggest
You-
we'll move.
Sun already tells me that you know of the armies approaching, yes?
Yeah.
But when I returned home with my mistress, she informed me she had a desire to organize a wild hunt.
What? That's
Yeah,
kind of my.
a wild hunt. You know, those crazy
This
guys that
is
would burn
really
down.
bad.
Yeah. Basically,
Nah,
those said, pretty much like Scarlet said 10 times.
I want to see if she like hears that from like.
I can hear you, you dick. Whatever, you killed people. They killed demons. They're still people. They're not demons.
If this is to believe, it's like 120 feet.
Yeah, that's true. She probably wouldn't. But,
Okay,
It's
I'm
like-
going back to the tent to say
yeah,
like,
she got
wild
like
hunt.
one.
We need to get out of here.
She wouldn't have. Heard
Now,
you.
I have managed to
Yep.
delay the wild hunt.
Yeah, by
But-
where's the sheep? Yeah.
I moved the other way.
Yes.
Like I tell Sapphire, like, yeah, she put her to sleep. According to her.
So that'll at least
You
buy us some
had-
time.
You had best move on whilst you have the
Can you
head
roll me a
start.
Storms? Can you roll me a perception check?
Okay,
Well, everybody,
perception and
everybody actually. Perception awareness.
Perception.
Oh shit.
okay,
Okay.
so 6 dice.
Let me like pull up my freaking sheet. I forgot about that whole crap. I'm an idiot.
So that's 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah.
Critical
none of you-
fail!
Yeah. Well, did any of you? Yeah. Did any of you crit? Oh, yeah. You critical failed. Okay. So.
Hold up. I haven't rolled yet.
Okay. I'll let you roll.
Perception?
Yeah. Perception
Okay.
awareness. Yeah.
Perception awareness, okay.
I'm so caught
Well,
up in
you also-
explaining that.
You
Not
you also
aware.
have that charm that like basically prevents you from getting ambushed and stuff like that if you want to use it.
Okay. So 4, 2. Okay. So 6.
So, yeah. And even if you get ambushed, you can just like retcon it and be like, nope.
I'm rolling a willpower, so
Oh, okay. Sure. You just mark it off on your sheet. You know how to do that, right?
okay.
Like on your roll 20 thing.
Roll 20.
Yeah, on your character sheet, there's a thing.
Character sheet.
Yeah, on your character sheet on roll 20, there's a.
You're
can
looking
mark,
at it.
You can mark off here. Okay, let me see. Where it says willpower. You just
Okay.
click that. Oh, not that. Don't click that.
This? Oh. So
Just reset it.
how do I do that?
Oh, you just keep clicking it until it goes back to normal. set it back to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
Okay. So just to take off the check mark. Okay.
Yeah. So
And
you're
then-
spending willpower, and then you're gonna roll.
Uh-huh. This is it. I got 5 successes.
Okay.
6 in total.
So
6 plus if you're spending willpower.
Yeah,
So,
6 in total.
6 dice. So, you all basically see. Let me actually go grab this picture first. But both of you like turn around because it's very loud. Like this guy moving in the rain in armor, as he's like screaming as he's like running up, and he has like you can hear the sword kind of glinting in the rain as he like runs up and he's about to like attack. But both of you turn around, and you see him before he's able to attack.
Attack us?
Yeah. Give me a minute to show you what he looks like.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me just say. Oh.
I didn't catch much of that.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, right. It's kind of blocked. Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah. I think it was my internet.
Yeah, I was hearing. I was saying you basically hear a guy because you can hear him really easily because he's like sloshing around on the ground in the wet rain, in armor. He's like running toward you guys, and you hear him draw a sword and start yelling as he runs toward all of you. But both of you turn around, and while Mist is completely distracted,
Look out!
give me a sec. I need to grab the picture.
Okay, I get in the way.
Yeah, of course you're gonna get in the way, right?
I could pull the
I'm going to
spear.
draw my sword.
I pull the spear.
Well, I mean,
in case.
I have to show you what he looks like first because you recognize this person immediately.
Like I pulled the spear I have in my back.
I just
and
wanted to get it. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you've seen this person before,
Oh.
but you haven't seen them for a long time.
Oh, have we not?
Where's my thing? There we go. Yeah! What the hell? He looks at Storms. Wait a minute. Storms? Hey! Storms!
Who's this?
What are you doing here? Is this some kind of... Who are you? He's like looking at, like you jump in the way, and he's like lowered his sword. And he looks at,
Son?
son. He's like, who? Whoa, hey, whoa. Buddy, are you with, my sister? Hey, who are you?
Sister? Sapphire? This is your brother? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh my god.
I'm Captain Sun. I'm
Did you get
friends.
involved with these people? Are you, like, working for them or whatever?
Sort of.
Oh,
What
okay.
the hell? I haven't seen you for 10 years.
Yes, it's been
Yeah.
that long. Mamma mia.
Well, I've been doing pretty good. I'm in the military now. I got a good position.
I see. You got the armor. Shit.
Hey, don't. He's putting the sword up to you. He's like, hey, don't. I'm supposed to be here to make sure that none of you mess with her. All right?
With who?
I'm gonna step off.
With who?
Well, I mean, between you and me, I'm on a secret mission.
Is she talking to like?
He looks at Storms. He's like,
Okay.
don't tell anybody, but there's some anathema here. I'm like looking out for them. You know, you could keep it between us, but there's some demons here. They're probably hiding. I'm gonna find them, and then we can come back. I'll take you to the commander, and we'll deal with this whole thing. It'll be cool. You'll be cool, all right? And he pats you on the shoulder.
I'm going to face palm so hard, like.
You face him so hard you knock yourself out.
Sapphire?
Uh,
Oh boy.
Don't worry, I got the. He points his sword at Sun. It's like, where's your leader? I am from the city. You.
I can tell, Mr. Guy with armor. I can tell that you're from the city. Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, take me to whoever's in charge here.
Oh no.
I want to
I'll
talk to
give
them.
up. Oh. Oh.
Oh, good. Yeah. See, I'm awesome. Okay.
I have a spear, by the way. That's.
Did you take it? Like, I'm assuming it's like on your back or something.
Like I said, I took it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's like, put down your evil weapon.
It's not. It's a dragon blooded. It's It's a dragon blooded weapon, dude. But
Where did you get that, huh? Did you steal it from someone? Put it on the ground.
No, it's my sister's. I borrowed it from her.
Oh,
She's
you
in
borrowed.
timeout. Yes, she's in time. She's in the timeout corner.
Well, who is your sister, huh? Is she?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay. Sure. I think.
There's no demons around here.
Huh? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe
this
you.
is a mercenary camp.
Huh? What? But then why did someone said that there was someone here? Did they leave? Did you see them?
Who's this someone? This is still like behind us, like.
Oh, one of the Ladal people. They were like really famous. I don't know them, but.
Like I turn around and look at Mist like, you want to talk to this guy?
Mist steps forward.
Hey, don't move. He looks at your crest. He's like, I'm really sorry. He like backs up a bit.
What are you doing here?
Are you hurt, ma'am? Are you all right? I'm part of the military. Don't hurt me, please. I'm just doing my job. I didn't mean it.
Like freaking, like he freaking Captain Sun's like smirking.
You know, this is pissing me off to no end.
Oh, I'm very sorry, ma'am. He drops his sword. He gets on his knees. He's like, I'm very, very sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I'll just, it's my fault.
He just Sun just puts away the spear. Ah, jeez.
It's my fault. I didn't mean to do anything.
He just face palms too.
He bows his head on the ground. He's like,
Sun's face palming as well. Like, oh boy.
I thought I had told you all to hold off.
well, I was sent on a special mission to scout out the anathema here, and I think he like looks at he like looks at Sun. He's like, no, he looks like he might be. I guess there's no one here. Well, it must have been some kind of false alarm. I guess yeah.
Your special mission now is to go back to your commanding officer and to inform him to turn our men around and go home.
I mean, it looks like you've got a bunch of Exalted here. He like looks at you and he looks at because he can still see you kind of moving the water around you slightly, and you're kind of doing it unconsciously at this point. And he's like looking at Sun. He thinks Sun is like a dragon-blooded, so he's like, "Oh, okay, you got this covered. I'm really sorry. I'll leave. I really didn't mean to cause a problem." He gets up. He picks up his sword, and he like sheaths it.
Get our other men to withdraw and return home.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'll do that right away. He like looks at Mist, and he looks at Storm.
If I find
like,
you snooping in my affairs again, there will be
yeah,
severe consequences.
can I at least say goodbye to my sis, please? It's important. He like looks at you. He's like, I'm really sorry about this. It must be really embarrassing.
I'm actually going to
Your
grab
sister?
my topaz by the collar and drag him off. Like,
Hey, man, what are you doing?
we can say goodbye as you leave.
You're being really rough. I mean, not as rough as you used to be, but this is kind of. And like,
Is he resistant?
I mean, no. He's like, hey, come on, but he's not resisting you. No, he knows he
Okay,
can't.
'cause like I said, I would
He
be
knows
happy
how-
to suplex you again.
Well, he knows how strong you are, so he's like, If you know, like, if you were, he knows you're gonna suplex him, so he's like, hey, whoa, hey, no, I'm good. What's going on here, Storms?
By the way, I'm hiding my tattoos. If that's
Oh, sure, yeah, you can do that. I think like you only need to spend a few motes to do that. It's not a big deal. How many motes is that?
let me look. Is it on my sheet?
Yeah, it's one of your charms. It's like the concealing.
Oh, boy.
I thought we didn't take that one because you said I could do that anyway.
Oh, I thought you took it anyway. Did you not? Oh, yeah, I think you
I did not.
You don't need it then, because I think we did find out you could hide your tattoos, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Don't you have like armor, or is it on your face as well?
Well, I mean, you're also wearing clothes at this point, so he might not even see them, but you are hiding them.
Yeah.
Anyway, they would be hidden regardless, so you might not even need to use anything. But I don't think you need to like use motes to hide them, or anything like that. I don't know if that's on your anima abilities or anything. Like it says you need to use motes to hide them. I think as long as you don't use any essence, I don't think they glow or show up or anything.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's not a big deal because it's not like he would see them even if they were on, because he can't. Because you're wearing clothes. So it's not a big deal even if I'm wrong. I just want to clarify because I'm like, I don't want to make some kind of mistake and then be like, oh crap, he would have seen them. But I think either way he won't see them because you're wearing clothes, so it's not a big deal.
They're not
Yeah.
half naked in a loincloth.
Yeah. So he's like, getting dragged away, and like Scarlet seems to be like kind of moving around, but obviously she's restrained. But you can like hear her kind of like, yelling from inside the tent, like as if she's trying to get his attention or something. And
Oh boy.
God damn it.
what was that? He's like looking at you. He's like, I hear screaming. Someone's screaming my
Nothing.
name. I definitely heard something. He looks like he's going, like you're dragging him out, and he like kind of sees into the tent. He's like, oh my god, who's that? There's someone in there. They're like, did you tie someone up? What the heck is going on? There's a woman in there.
It's just a prisoner, someone who tried to attack the camp.
Oh, okay. Who are they?
Oh, you can say.
Quickly trying to think of a lie.
What's your guile?
My guile?
Yeah,
They're guiles. Kidding.
it's on your sheet at the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom?
Look
How close are they at the moment?
She's over by where Scarlet's tent is, so they'd probably be about like 20, 30
Where?
feet.
Whose tent is?
Scarlet's tent.
Am I able to hear them? Or
Uh,
a little too
you
far
could.
away?
Wait. So, wait. They're like around here,
Yeah.
not like over here.
No, they moved. She said, "Oh, I'm dragging him away." So
I thought like this, like to like this direction, but okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just moving my character as willy-nilly.
So yeah, what's your guile?
That's what I imagined, but
I can't see where I'm looking here.
Okay, hold on.
so if she still had be
I'll
following,
I'll
like,
look it
I'll be
up.
like, Unless like, I'll be
Well,
like,
okay. Tell me what your lie is, and that might help you.
I'm still trying to figure out what my lie is, because I'm like,
Okay.
I will give you an idea, but I don't know if I should. Like,
I'll look up your guile. You don't need to find it.
well,
It's,
sorry, what was the question again? We were
it's
distracted
2.
by.
I'm asking you what you're lying, or he's saying, who is that? Like, he's asking you, like, who is it? And he's like, oh, it's a prisoner. But I'm like, oh, well, he's kind of like, oh, who is it? Like, who's
like
this person?
who are these people? Yes.
I'm probably gonna say she's some captured noblewoman.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I like
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
think like Jordan's
Okay,
not very good at lying.
Okay, so he beat your guile. So he's like, come on, don't lie to me. What the heck is going on here? You noble woman.
Mist can hear or not?
He's gonna try to like move for the tent. So
We're over here.
Unless
over
you,
here, like-
you can't hear him, but you could probably get closer, and you can see him moving towards the Scarlet's like tent.
Well,
So
Mist is going to try and intercept then.
Like I go like I slowly.
Well, yeah, you like.
I follow behind, but like I just keep my distance. Like
Well, Storms is the only one who could like stop him right now. Are you gonna like because unless you like restrain him, he's
Sapphire Storm suplex.
Wait, what? No. Okay, so that's basically because you substitute Dex for strength, so you just roll strength brawl.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have him roll strength brawl.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
Which is not as good as yours, obviously, but he's not weak.
And I have a specialty in
Yep.
wrestling,
Well,
so-
did you? I think that you don't have it yet because you need to train it.
No, that was
You
like
have
the
it.
first thing that I got.
Oh, okay, you have that one already.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're thinking of the claws.
Oh, right. Okay, so yes, you get a bonus die then. And do
Yeah,
you want to
so-
describe like what you're doing if you want to stunt it?
I am like. As soon
I'm
as he starts
imagining
moving
I'm
towards
imagining
the
you like
tent,
grab him. Like what I'm imagining. Yeah, I should let you do it. Sorry.
Hmm.
But I'm definitely imagining you
We're all
like,
imagining different
grabbing
things.
him
So.
from behind. So, that's
Yeah.
kind of.
So yeah, I'm like going under the armpits and like lifting him up and like barking back and like, in those videos where like the action takes like three like separate camera views doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
So you.
it's like
Okay,
Man.
so
Hey,
roll,
oh!
roll your. I'll give you a one extra die.
Oh!
Actually,
You might need it.
Yeah. One
Nope.
success with
Okay.
11 dice.
So he actually like you're doing this like very quickly, and he like moves past, like he brushes you aside, and then sort of like moves into the tent, and he sees the Scarlet there. He's like, "What the hell, Scarlet? Why are you here?" It's like, "They captured me." What do you
Oh
mean?
Shit. No,
And he like
I
turns.
can't go.
He
Miss, I
turns.
can't go in there. I have the spear.
He turns around, like facing.
Touch the
Storms.
spear.
Oh, don't hurt her. She's fine.
Fuck.
And Topaz is like looking at you like, oh my goodness. Oh no, she took care of me. Oh really? She looks at like Topaz is looking at you. Oh, that's good. I was worried that.
I tell
Miss, I can't go in there. I have the spear. If I
So-
go in there,
So Miss,
freaking
you
Scarlet's
can,
gonna take it.
you
Blow up this
can-
place.
you can
Shit.
move. You can move. Mist, you can move closer if you want. I should probably give you a token.
where is her token, by the way?
Yeah, that's. I realized. She does not have her
It's like gone. It's like out in outer
Well,
space
'cause
now.
it got deleted because she left the thing. I think I need. Oh, I have it. Okay.
What?
yeah. Well,
There it
because she
is.
left.
I
Let
was gonna say
me.
tokens are very easy to make. You can just.
I just had
gotta
to
be
go
around here. Like I'm not gonna get any closer. Like
But
Topaz-
you can
Get
you can
closer
be
to the
like,
spear.
you can be like right over here if you wanted. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
so
not beating around the bush. I'm going over.
yeah. No, I mean it just took you just couldn't get there immediately, but you're there now. And he just sort of stands there and he's like,
Like I'm gonna be out like outside, like by view, like out of view, trying to look in.
"Should I let you go?" Like you can clearly hear them having this conversation, Storms. Should I let you go? No. We're surrounded. If you let me go now, we'll just get captured again. Okay, what do you want me to do? Um,
I'm just thinking like, oh god, the worst thing that could happen has happened.
He
What do I
looks
do?
at-
What do I do? What do I do?
he looks
I'm
at
going in the tent.
he looks at okay, you're going in the tent. He looks at you and he says, "Well, I'm not gonna hurt my sister." Oh.
He just gets punched in the face.
Scarlet looks at him and looks back at you. And from inside the tent, she says, "Oh, so you're Sapphire. All right."
Duh.
Oh no! No! Stop!
You
Hey,
telling people about me?
I would, yeah, I mean, he like looks around, kind of
I
nervous.
just facepalm when I hear that. I'm like,
She tells Mist, she's like, I suggest you get away from me.
oh, it's miss.
Why is that?
I'd hate to see what would happen to that woman if I harmed her brother. Wait, what do you mean harm me? She like looks up at you, or him, sorry.
Dude, get out of there.
He like, he doesn't know
I tell
what to
him
do.
like, dude, get the hell out of there.
I can't. She's my commanding officer.
She's a psycho bitch.
She's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought I already told you to beat it.
These are all demons. You shouldn't trust anything they say. They're trying to manipulate you.
That's not demon, though. We're not demons.
He like pulls out his sword. He's like, right.
Oh, fuck you.
Nobody move, or whatever.
I'm just facepalming right now. Like,
He like points his sword at Mist. He's like, you heard her. Get out. Go on.
You're really beginning to piss me off.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? He like points the sword. You know, I don't want to hurt you. Just back up.
you're pointed at.
I told you to clear out of this village and you have neglected to heed my words. What am I going to do about it? Use your imagination.
He like narrows his eyes at you. He's like, okay, well,
Topaz, don't make me hurt you.
Well, another suplex.
he like he's focused. Like he like looks at Mist, but like when you talk, he kind of like looks over toward you and takes his vision off of Mist, like for a good few seconds, and he gives you this like knowing look of like, I mean, if you want to like, yeah, actually socialize perception, but I'll give you like a +3 bonus because he's your damn brother.
Okay.
You know,
Socialize.
you like know.
Okay, so +3 bonus, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Whoop. Oh,
3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, you can tell that he's afraid of you. Like, not like, oh, but he's like, yeah, you know, like what you're saying actually has like an effect on it. Like, yeah, he actually believes that you will hurt him, and he knows that you could like break half of his bones if you wanted to. Even when you were kids, you could have like broken his arm because you are like really strong. And I mean, you probably had to hospital like or not hospitalized him, but you beat, you know.
You brutalized him.
Yeah, he knows how strong you are, so he's like, and his sword hand is shaking. It's a rookie's eyes. You're not even holding the sword correctly. I know. You couldn't hurt a fly. His hand starts shaking, and he's looking at Mist. He's like, I said, you heard me, right? Don't think about it.
I'm just like face palming in the background, just laughing.
He's like looking at Mist, and he clearly like you could make the same kind of roll, but it's fairly obvious that he's like scared. But Scarlet's just
I
like.
am going to take his sword arm and drag him out of the tent.
Well, I want to see what like so Mist. You're just gonna stand there and like let her like grab him.
I'm just gonna give him my best evil eye as she drags him away.
Okay, so you're gonna like, go in and like grab him. All right, so that's gonna you have to still make the same roll to like pull him because he's gonna resist.
Okay.
This time.
I'm actually gonna roll. I'm actually gonna spend a willpower on this, so.
Okay, got it. So you can mark that off.
And I don't get my reflex bonus, I don't think.
Yay.
So.
Okay. Check. Oh wait, really? Okay. No, that's fine. Okay.
What happened?
No, he almost botched.
6
Oh.
successes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, do you want to? Cause you could like, I mean, not you couldn't like break his arm, but like you're like actually trying to like force him out. I mean,
Yeah.
you
I'm basically like leading him like a fucking dog.
yeah.
At least,
I mean, essentially, you can't like, yeah, you could probably, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna go into combat, so you could effectively just disarm him with that many successes, if you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Because we're just like out of combat.
We're going
so
back to your army, and I am going to explain things. You are going to keep quiet and let me work.
But Storms,
No buts.
God,
I like
you're starting
how
to sound
I'm the younger sister here. And
I love how, like, you're starting to sound, like he says, you're starting to sound like Mom. God damn it. Let me go.
no,
Like, are you just gonna like? Well, he says the army they left, all right.
where did they go?
They went back. The hired sword. He said he was gonna go back.
Back.
Why the fuck did they leave you?
Well, he said I was going on the special mission to find you guys, I guess, and then he said that I could report to him, but they weren't gonna come here. It was too dangerous, he said.
Oh no.
You don't think this sounds like a fucking suicide mission?
I can handle suicide missions.
Handle suicide, all right.
He trusted me. He trusted me.
Oh,
And it
God.
worked. I found this place. And I found the demons. So if you'll let me go, I'll... Look, see that one right there? He he doesn't have a sword anymore, but he's like pointing at Sun. He's like, I don't know. I think he might be one of them.
No. I'm not.
And if he was, what would you do?
Well, I mean,
They're apparently supposed to be stronger than me.
he doesn't look that strong. I could take him. He doesn't sound very confident.
I'm like face palming, like.
But
oh,
he's
please, this guy's-
kind of that type of like guy who's like, yeah, I'm headstrong, but I'm not dumb.
I am actually going to cast my flare mark.
You actually did it backwards. Just flare your cast mark.
Oh yeah, flare mark.
Cast my flare mark? No.
Apples and oranges.
I cast flare.
Just get, my eyes. Okay, so you're gonna show him your lunar.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is that? Storms.
Uh-oh.
Storms. What is that? That I think the sun's in my eyes. Hold on, he like rubs his eyes. Well, he can't. Like he rubs one of his arms against his eye.
Dude,
and
it's
he's like,
raining. The sun's not even out.
he laughs a bit. He's like, "Oh, I must be dreaming. This is a joke, right?"
Yeah.
Topaz, you're not dreaming. I am a fucking lunar exalted.
That's ridiculous. Come on.
Believe it.
Oh, no. It couldn't be. No. No.
Hey, what the fuck do I have to do to prove it other than this? You want me to lift this fucking tree out of the ground? I can do that.
He kind of
I
like
can turn into a fucking bear.
his mouth is like, you can't see what I'm doing with my face, but it's like
You could show it if you want.
I could, but like it's like I can't really do it, but he's like his mouth is sort of held open a bit, like he's like
His jaw is open. It's
Yeah.
like on the floor, like in disbelief. Like
no,
his
it's
eyes
just like
tight.
it's more subtle than that, but it's just sort of he's looking.
Yeah.
He
he's
kind of
looking-
like yeah
He's spacing out a bit. Like he's like
Yeah.
in complete disbelief.
yeah, and he looks
He's like staring at the ground, like what the hell? Okay. Sorry.
so that means that you're my enemy now. But I don't want to hurt. I don't want to fight you. He's like he's like saying that very low and close to your face, like you can barely hear him, but you can hear him.
I don't hear
I
anything.
couldn't quite hear you. You were speaking too softly.
Sorry. That's what I was saying. He was speaking very softly, but I'll say it louder because you would be able to hear him, but Sun wouldn't be able to hear him.
Nope.
Like, but that means you're my enemy. But I don't want to fight you, Storms.
I don't want to fight you either. That's why I'm saying, leave this alone. There was no one here. The information was wrong.
He nods, and he's crying a little bit. Yeah, wrong.
I'm probably gonna be crying too.
I'll all wrong. Yeah, this is all wrong.
I'm like staring at that. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to see you again. But
I hope not.
be careful.
You too.
Do you let him go or do you keep
Yeah,
holding on to him?
I'm
'Cause
letting him go.
He runs off into the hills, into the rain, like crying, and the tears mix with the rain, and it was really stupid, sad. No, but he's like running off, and you can hear him like wailing as he crying and like screaming almost.
Like, I guess I can hear that too. I'm like, oh
We're
boy.
in the forest area, right? Or
I mean the forest is more like to the north of you.
okay. So I guess I'll just fall to the ground, and I am going to beat the earth with all my strength.
Yeah. Technically, this doesn't count as your limit, but
Like beat the earth.
Yeah, like
Punch it.
yeah, you start punching through the ground.
Mhm.
Everything all right, Sapphire? Like what swords you as you like punch the ground? Have to go, Seth.
I'm just imagining like it's fucking Envy from Full Metal Alchemist. Like,
What?
have you not seen that scene from Full Metal Alchemist where Envy's like punching the ground and it makes like a fucking crater?
I mean, yeah, you could probably do
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
like Brotherhood. You mean right?
I think it was in the original one. It might be in Brotherhood too. I don't know.
Because I remember more of Brotherhood than the original one. I'm sorry, but I watched it more than the other one.
I have not seen much of Brotherhood.
Well,
Unfortunately.
I get the point. All right, let's
Yeah.
move on.
We get the point, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
That's all right, Sapphire.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up and like move away. We need to pack.
Sorry about your brother.
So, do you go like I think Scarlet like hollers over and she like as you're passing by her just to like taunt you and she's like, "Oh, my squad's still on the way. I'll be
Shut
out of
it,
here
Scar.
very soon."
Shut it, Scar.
Actually, yeah, could you roll me a strength what's it? Strength athletics. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, cuz you can feel the spear like moving.
Even though, like, okay, because I have to say, I'm keeping my distance.
Yeah. Well, you're
Okay,
still really close to her. Like,
Really?
yes. Like, you're close enough where it would work.
Oh, joy. What do I need to roll?
The ring wants to return to its master.
Strength athletics.
It
2,
wants to be found.
3. I'm spending a willpower,
Okay. You can do that.
so 6 in total. Well, 1 to 6 in total.
Yeah, because you're not very strong.
Thank you,
Can
Captain.
I help out at all if I see this thing moving?
Yeah, you could also help.
Okay.
You can give him an extra die. Sure.
I will give you an extra die.
Okay. So how much do I have now?
Well, you have 7, I think you said, because you had 6, and then you add 1. But then, like, what are you doing? Because, like, you could stunt it too.
Like, I feel. Are you telling both of us or just?
Yeah, like either. Well, I hint you because you're the one actually doing the action.
Okay. So I feel like vibrating.
Yeah, it's like vibrating.
I'm like, it's
And
like.
it's like shaking, like it's shaking, and it's like slightly.
I turn to.
And the wind is
Scarlet.
sort of like. Though you can feel it's almost like what you feel is like. I know. You probably don't know what this would feel like, but like almost imagine the wind is like pulling at you. So it's almost like getting pushed by the wind, but it's like reverse. So the wind is like pulling at your body and like
I
sucking.
feel myself dragging.
It's like a vacuum almost. Like it's like pulling. It's like pulling the spear. Like a vacuum.
Like it's pulling me towards her, and I stomp down on the ground.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I grab the spear, like I'm holding it back.
And are you holding it with the like your other arm, like
This,
because that has really strong grip, like.
I was thinking of like dragging myself back with the
Yeah.
other arm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would work. You just like.
Like
Mhm.
I'm like stab my hands, and I'm like.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So 60-10, right?
Well, it'd be 8 now.
Oh, me?
Yes. Because you get 1 from Storms, and you get. Well, Storms would probably give you more than 1, but I'm assuming that she doesn't have time to like. But she can help.
Okay.
I'll definitely give you at least 1 for that, and 1 for the stunt.
Okay.
I feel like you planting your foot down is.
3 or 4 rather.
4? Okay. Yeah, like the wind eventually stopped. Like it just the vacuum force just sort of like fades, and like you like move away from it. Or like you actually you like basically you don't. It doesn't stop, but you just like pull yourself back far enough that it doesn't affect.
I like pull myself so fast that I like jump towards the
Yeah,
end and do
yeah.
a backflip and I like
Yeah.
land on my feet
Yeah.
like all crouched up, still holding the spear, and, like let go like as I don't feel this pull, like
Yeah.
slowly stand up.
So close.
Stop it! No,
No, bad dog.
bad dog. Go back to your corner. I forgot to tell you.
One day, son. Oh, sorry, Azure. One day, Azure. One day you'll make a mistake, and then you'll be dead.
Like you?
I'm not dead.
Yeah, because of me. Or us. And I like step away.
Miss turns around and stabs her in the neck with the dagger.
What? Are you serious?
Whoa! Stabs her in the neck?
Are you serious? Like, is that a joke, or are you actually gonna do that?
That's a joke.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
Because you could kill
But
her.
it's
Like,
tempting.
you could kill her like right now. And it'd be pretty easy because she's like restrained. She's just doing this through like the force. Like, if you tried to
Wind
like
force.
stab her, wind force. I mean, you could
Yeah.
probably, but
It's tempting, but I don't want to pull a silver. You see, I go and I stab Scarlet in the neck, and then Susan's going to go, no, and attack
Yeah.
me.
You killed my
Storm's
sister.
going to go, you bitch, and attack me.
The Firestorm's like, you killed my lover. The ship is over. You got 2 pieces out. You fucked it over. What the hell is wrong with you, Silver? I just wanted the gun. Fuck you. Just walk away.
anyway, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure what you could probably do and still stay in character is probably like you. I'm assuming you would at least put the knife to her throat, and she would like calm down. Like, I don't think it makes sense that you wouldn't do anything, so I feel like you'd at least like put it up to her throat, and she'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
do that.
You don't
My
need-
motivation for killing her would be that, tying up that sort of loose end.
Yeah. You wouldn't stand a chance. That's what she says to you.
Did I notice
From
this?
where I'm standing, it looks pretty easy.
Oh boy!
She
Do
sort
I
of
see-
she sort of gives you a smile, like a slight one, like she's impressed.
Did I see this or?
If you want to fight me, we might as well at least make it fair.
Do I see this or not?
Would you really kill an opponent like this?
Mist
not
sort of
befitting him.
smiles back. Oh, I'd be more than happy to kill you like this, and then go about my day and have lunch.
Look, unless you two are making out, don't want you both in my tent.
You like grab Mist and like pull her off.
I'm looking and I'm like,
are you gonna be like, yeah, like Storm's just like, hey, break it up.
and I'm like, holy shit, it's missed. That was intense.
Now I'm hate shipping the two of you. This is a new ship. Mist and Scarlet are definitely kiss misses.
Oh.
She's like, you don't like. Do you like do you actually like leave? Because Storm's is probably gonna get mad if you do anything.
I walk past Storms, or Mist walks past
Yeah.
Storms, rather. I told you to get your people out of here. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Those mounts a horse.
Okay. And then you're gonna like leave, or are you gonna like?
As for me, I've got places to be.
Well, I wish you luck with whatever.
To make sure your master doesn't wake up and call the army.
Yeah.
Mist is now, heading back home.
Meanwhile, Kara does a double turnover. And, oh crap!
I just got here.
She's leaving again. Okay.
Oh, balls!
I think she would like ask you if she can just hitch a ride on the horse.
Are you capable of riding a horse?
Yeah,
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
she'd be able to. Yeah.
Well, then she can ride the horse and I'll hitch the ride.
Okay, fair.
You're right,
Because I got
bitch.
no riding skill.
Right. I don't know if she does either, but again, this isn't like something you need riding skill for. It's just like slow riding.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will tell.
Dummy Hawk.
So meanwhile,
Either way,
as
I'd
you
postpone.
so
Great
so you're
hunt,
gonna
live in water.
you're gonna go back. Okay. So meanwhile, in the tent, Diving Hawk says to you, "Yes, me and Star, we have come up with a great plan. Star says he will charge the entire army and attack them." It will work out
Most
great.
of the army's gone now.
What?
Most of the army has left.
Oh. Well, then what must we do? Should we adjust our strategy?
We should
I'm
probably
like
pack
behind.
up
I'm like
and leave.
beside Storms, by the way. I'm gonna say that. No.
I just love the idea of like, yes, me and Star have come up with a great plan. We'll charge the army and oh.
I would like to think that Kevin Hawk is a little wiser than going, yeah, we'll charge the army. That sounds
no,
like a...
it's more like because Star says he can do it, and then he's like, "Oh yes," and they've had this like long conversation where like Star has basically convinced him that it's a good idea, like while you guys are doing all this other stuff.
Mhm.
It's like, yes, Star will destroy the entire army, and I will pay him. That is what we have agreed. We will give him. We will give him the riches of this village. We have
I
made a
think
deal. We have made a
What
deal.
riches?
He was very, he's very clear on his terms.
yeah, you said you're saying Sapphire.
He will defeat the army for us, and we will have no problems.
I'm moving myself over Star just to be like, fuck you.
Fuck it.
There we go.
Don't start his stand.
They're
or
no
gone.
longer in the seat.
You get out of here. Like you shove him out of the tent.
Get out of here, asshole.
You shove him out of the tent. You're like, listen, we need to actually what we need to do is X.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Actually, we need to pack up because they are going to make a wild hunt.
His eyes widen. All right, everybody, it's the evacuation. They're all leaving. He makes like an air raid. He does this like animal mimicry thing where he makes this like loud screeching noise with his like it's like this loud alarm kind of thing, and like all the people in the tent start like packing up and like, okay, we're all leaving now. Let's go, and they start getting organized and like prepared to go. So what do you do with Scarlet?
I was gonna-
am
I was-
actually good.
I was actually gonna ask Carter, what are you gonna do with Scarlet? I was gonna ask.
Are you just gonna leave her here to get rescued, or are you gonna like?
Either that or I could take her to the army, demand the ransom.
That works. That works very well.
As long
think-
as...
I think like Star will actually like as you're moving towards to get Scarlet, he's like, I'm watching. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna betray us.
I am?
Yeah, I saw you. Like I want to again. I'm trying to like because this is all stuff that I had planned for him to do. But since he's not here, I'll just have him insert this. He's like, yeah, I saw you. You were talking to the army. You were making an agreement with them. I saw what you were doing. I know.
I'm like behind them. Like I hear this, because that was.
So it's basically like he's saying, yes, this will like in your mind. You're like, wait a minute. So he's telling me what I'm going to do will work. So yeah, I should go do it. Again, he's causing the whole like. Hey,
Yeah.
I saw you. You reached a deal with the enemy army. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to sell us all out. You brought them
You
the.
got to be the most paranoid motherfucker I've ever met.
You're gonna bring them that person. I saw it.
I'm like I like.
Yes, this is how ransom works. I
Uh,
bring them, they pay me.
well, oh. He goes back in
Are
the.
you done making an ass of yourself yet, or do you have more?
He goes back in the tent. He's like. Just don't do anything. Never mind. I already told you what you're gonna do. I probably
So you're
shouldn't.
thinking of giving Scarlet to them? Ransom?
Son, you should probably go somewhere else.
I don't
Son,
think that's, yeah, I'm probably gonna go, but it's still a bad idea. They got her missed. The other guys.
What? Miss is nowhere near what's going on.
But she knows Mist. He's thinking, well, she's seen her. He saw what she did to her, and I'm thinking, okay,
Oh, like you're worried that they'll be like, kill Miss, she's a traitor of the enemy. Right. Well, no, that's standard dragon-blooded politics. Like them threatening to kill each other. That's normal. She's not gonna be like, oh, you're a traitor, though. That's normally what happens. You had people trying to threaten to kill your family all the time. Normal.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the Game of Thrones here. You
Oh.
win or you die.
oh, right. Game of Thrones. Something I haven't watched because I don't have it.
She's not necessarily a traitor. She's just doing like what her, as far as Scarlett's concerned, this is just some political, thing. Like, oh, if you
Yeah,
kill,
this is like, oh, checkmate, bitch. Your move.
So-
I'm just like taking this like personally.
yeah,
Like,
I understand, but like,
son is like carrying like afraid that Miss is gonna get hurt because of her going out there. And she's like,
Right.
oh,
but like in reality, this is actually pretty normal. Like, she probably wouldn't think Mist is like evil. She'd just be like, oh, well, that's just probably her. We have some kind of rivalry, house rivalry going on now.
okay. Probably, I hope so. Like we can turn like probably all the other people are gonna be in danger as well.
Hurry, pack up that tent. It's like everyone is like moving around you and like picking up logs and chickens and things like that.
I'm sorry.
I'll be in less danger than her Mist, and you have the fucking spear. I want you away from any trace of this village.
Don't
in
worry.
case they come looking for us again.
Don't worry, I'll be gone.
Guess what you used to make a deal?
Hmm?
Guess what ability you used to make deals?
Oh, my fucking,
Bureaucracy, yeah.
yeah.
So this should work out pretty well for you.
Hmm.
So, I'm gonna do this in the roll 20 thing.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like.
What's your...
Oh,
You're just gonna run away.
teleported.
I'm sorry.
So you're gonna like...
No!
You're gonna like abandon the
Not the
village.
surfboard, damn it. Okay. No, I'm just like. Ah, shit! I can't move. I can't move the surfboard. Okay. Like I like kill people out, move out
Yeah.
first, and I'm like, I gotta go somewhere else, far away from this place. Can be near. Do I come in contact with the diving hawk?
Yeah. I mean, he's like packing up his tent as well.
Okay. So I explained to him, can't go along with you guys. Well, you can't go along with Storm, or Hard Sword, or Sapphire.
Well, obviously, Diving Hawk knows their names, so.
Yeah, I thought. Can't go along with her now. She's gonna do something really cool, but she's gonna do it with Scarlet.
Oh, good. Well, I trust her. She's the champion now. Pokemon champion. Oh.
Pokemon, can't catch them all. It is not happening.
Okay.
I should probably ask where they're thinking of moving to, because
Yeah, I was about to ask, where are you guys thinking of moving?
Where should we go? Maybe over the next hill?
Probably further than that.
You think we should go further? Well, maybe over the next 2 hills.
What would I know about the Wild Hunt? Like,
This is like, when they're saying wild hunt, they mean like a larger army, like so probably double the size of or triple the size of whatever you were going to be dealing with before, roughly, and maybe a dragon blooded or two coming with them, because usually they have Exalted like on the wild hunt.
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like common knowledge. You don't need to roll for that. It's like
Okay.
that's like
I was like asking like what sort of tactics would we use? Like,
I mean, because you were part of one, essentially they just search around for whoever they believe to be the enemy, and then they'll just slaughter anyone who gets in the way.
okay.
They don't show any mercy or anything like that. They would literally like burn down an entire village just to get to one person.
And if they move like 2 hills away, would that, and from the spot, would that work? Or
Roll me a war roll.
Can I roll this too?
Well, I mean, not really. This is more him. So no.
Okay.
You're
Oh,
over
bro.
here.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Well, okay, because what do you like? If you want to stunt, like, are you trying? Because it's like what you're doing is like trying to anticipate their tactics. So like it'd be intelligence, war kind of thing.
Intelligence war. Okay.
And I kind of want, like, if you want to stunt, I don't know, because I'm trying to see like how if you wanted to stunt this or try to.
Okay,
like,
so 4 in total so far. I'm gonna think about this. Like I'm like putting my hands on my shin, like I'm scratching my chin, like I'm like trying to remember back to the days I was being trained.
Yeah.
To
Okay,
be,
so you're starting to like remember, and you would remember like you would. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you a bonus die because it's sort of like you're remembering back to like. That makes sense. Like you're remembering back to your experience, and that like is what's giving you a bonus here. I think that's like 2 dice. Yeah, it's definitely.
so 6.
Yeah, 6 dice.
Three in total.
3 successes. Okay. Like when you went with Scarlet, essentially it was the two of you like riding in front, and you rode like on horseback to this village, like all of you like cavalry almost. You all like dismounted and then like started burning down the entire village. So you're guessing they'd probably come like, but if they were a wild hunt, they'd probably come by horse, so they'd be able to get to wherever you are fairly quickly. So unless you like set a trap for them or something, or like tried to find a way to get them off your trail, it'd be kind of hard to hide from them. Like unless you actively like did something to halt them or delay them or something, it's going to be kind of difficult for you to like stop them just by moving, because anywhere you could move, they'd probably like it wouldn't really like prevent them from finding you.
Must try to divert them. Try to stop them somehow, or rather, detrail them. Make our trail unclear, so they won't follow us.
And that would be difficult to do with this many people, but we could try. Wait, I think he has like an idea. He's like, wait, there's a way we could leave no trail. He like has basically like the few people like he like whispers something to all the people and will you follow us on foot? We will take the air.
The air. All right. I would ask if they know, like, if I'm like solar or not.
Well, they know now.
Okay.
I mean, you haven't shown them your cast mark, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw what was going on last night.
Yeah, you kind of like went fucking supernova.
Supernova!
So what,
I didn't blow up anybody.
so what were you saying? Like, would they know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would know. But like, what is that? Were you gonna ask something? Carl?
Hold up.
Okay.
I'm drinking water. Water.
Sure.
Water better. Okay, so I asked them, air? You gonna buy air? How are you doing this?
Even without wings, well, actually, I have wings, so I can fly.
I guess the diving hawk.
He holds out his arms and they like, and he starts doing the flapping thing, but then his arms actually start turning into wings. And he like starts like getting up and gaining altitude. And like he starts screeching, and all the other villagers like start doing this same kind of thing. Like they all turn into birds.
And the tents, what happens with them? Like, do they pack them, they come on the back or something like that?
I mean, they can just leave them behind. They'll find new ones. It's just kind of what they do.
Oh, the tents
This
will
is
do
their-
that. It doesn't matter. Okay.
This is their way. So you guys are, I'm assuming you're gonna follow them.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, can I hitch a ride?
I think, yeah, like Diving Hawk will let you ride him.
Like, I don't know if he's letting me drive by the Thailands or on top of him.
Sure, you can.
We tie Starblade to a totem.
Whoa! Yeah, you like tie him up and then they like carry him on a rope or something. Like, woo, woo, woo.
Tie him up, then go. Hey, here's the Exalted.
Okay, we can afford to drop him then. If it doesn't work. So yeah, they tie him to a pole and then lift off with him. Like tie the other end to the claw and then just like
Oh, I was saying like just leave him there. Like,
oh. No, they want him to come.
I know that. I was just making a joke.
Right. No, but yeah, he would probably follow them. And then you would do. So you guys all like, and then so behind you, Storms, you can hear the cawing of the eagles as they fly away. Don't give me this stuff later on. Like, where are the eagles? Like when you need to travel somewhere, because
I
They can do that.
like I like hand waved like salute Storm and like yell good luck.
How the fuck did they all turn into eagles?
Winners. I just like say
God.
winners.
God damn it! I'm just gonna carry fucking Scarlet like on my shoulder, like.
I mean,
Come on.
there are only maybe, like, just for clarification, there are probably only maybe, like, a handful of people in this village, so. Although there are only a few hundred lunars in the world, but, like, these would be a handful of them.
They carry their slaves and their children and their wives.
Well, no, everyone in the village is a lunar, basically.
Oh, to the slaves. Well, okay.
I mean, originally that wasn't my plan, but I think enough of them it'd make enough sense.
You
Well,
think-
it's a small like. It's not even a fucking camp. It's a caravan. Like.
Yeah, and there's not that many people, so if they're all lunars, that's not really a big deal.
we go over there and like, yay.
And if not, I'm
The
the
pregnant one is
GM.
fine. The kid
Like-
with the freaking shit, the
They
stings.
they don't exist. There is a woman, but like she's not pregnant. That was a joke.
I know. I just gotta bring it up. That was so. Oh my
Like,
god.
I'm wondering, like, does the eagle become pregnant then? I don't know how that works.
Oh Jesus. Pregnant evil eagle just takes out an egg.
Anyway, so moving on. Let's wrap this up. So Storms, you take Scarlet to the army. So let's kind of resume with that scene. So both of you kind of
Okay.
meet in a field, unless you wanted to pick a particular place.
Field works.
Okay. So you meet in a field. It's
I
still
have no.
it's still raining, and you're like holding on to her, and she doesn't seem to resist or anything like that.
Yeah, I imagine I like carried her like tied up on my shoulder, like.
Yeah, and there's a group of them like all wearing armor, and they have weapons and all that. They're armed, but there's only maybe like a dozen of them.
Not 12. Okay. Oh wait, this is like Scarlet's group now.
I take it you're here for your commander.
They look at you and they see you like holding on to her.
You still.
Yes.
As you can,
Give her back.
as you can see, she's unharmed
Yes,
and
well,
will remain so as long as we are paid.
How much? What are your demands?
How much do you think I can get for her?
You could roll intelligence bureaucracy to like appraise her.
Yeah. Okay.
Appraise a
$1
person.
million.
Yeah.
Hold up.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this.
Intelligence, bureaucracy, you say?
You guys could be like,
Yeah.
oh, what the hell are you doing, cowboy? You stupid motherfucker.
I will spend a willpower on that.
Okay, yeah, because you really want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 successes then.
5 successes. I mean, you wouldn't be able to ask for $1 million, but you could probably ask for like the equivalent of like a small fortune, like enough that you could afford to live for the rest of your life. Now you'd have to split that with everyone else. Like it'd be like
Yeah.
the equivalent of like 2 resource points, or maybe three resource points.
Okay, I
As
shall
a
say as
ransom.
much.
But then you would have to like, I don't know if you keep that for yourself or if you split it with
This is
everyone
so
else.
poorly done. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know if you'd split it with everyone else or if you'd like.
I probably will. Like, I've already got like 2 resource dots, so
So it would put you up to 3, and it would give everybody like some extra money.
This is wrong.
yeah.
Well, all right, and everybody kind of like pulls out their all right, we'll agree to your terms. Hand her over.
Okay, I will hand her over.
Okay. She gets in the box.
Box. Oh,
Put
okay.
the Scarlet back in the box.
And then they look at her and they're like, "Should we kill her, ma'am? Is she an enemy?" "No, she's my friend." "All right."
Oh. Friend.
All right.
And you turn around.
That was a lot smoother than
Because
I thought. I was like,
they could have all attacked you at that point, but she's like, "No, it's okay. You don't need to do that." And she watches you leave.
Okay. I will take the gold and like give it one last glance before walking away.
Technically they're not gold coins. They're like
Oh yeah.
they'd be like jade coins or whatever. But I get the point. Yes.
I'm like already gone from away. I'm like running around, sort of.
Now, how the fuck am I supposed to track everyone?
Survival. And
No, I'm just joking. Like that's what I'm saying. In character, like
yeah.
Transform into a bear and sniff him out.
That works too, actually. You could also do that.
Okay, I will roll survival.
Perception survival, yeah.
I don't know if I'm here yet.
That's
No, I'm still not there yet.
I remember Sunset. He smells like. Actually, yeah. Do you want to stunt this? Like, I don't know. I just gave you a stunt idea, but you're right.
let's see.
If you can tell me what scent you pick up off of Sun, then I'll give you a point.
Look what he has.
Well, I was gonna. Now I have to imagine what sun smells like. So.
Yeah, that's if you can
Like cheap makeup.
There we go. That'll work.
I was gonna give you the idea that he could smell off also his like, well, maybe not so good idea, but his spear as well.
Okay, so.
Spear smells like scarlet,
Yeah.
which actually could work too. Yeah, I'll give you
Nice.
2 dice then, because you have 2 really strong smells
Okay.
you can follow.
Like a mix between cheap makeup and
And
scarlet
like
spear.
vanilla perfume. Okay, yeah.
So.
You're able to find them
4.
fairly easily. It's not difficult.
Hey, Sapphire.
Hey.
How did it go? You're still standing.
Pretty good. Got the money, which I'm actually gonna like
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
dive and hawk.
You give him some. Okay. So yeah, so Sun and Storms, you'll both go up to 3 resources all
Okay, so let me put them in my
on your dock.
Yay.
document.
And then I'll update it later, but I just want to make that for the record.
Okay, so
In case I forget to do it later, at least you both know that you're supposed to have 3 now.
where's this?
And Mr. Nomic Dusty, nothing.
Oh no, yeah, I'm already.
What happened,
yes.
Kara? Kara?
Oh, I'm looking at a picture of Vegeta on a boat. He's sort of
Oh, the
stumbling
boat.
towards
Yeah,
Beerus.
with the boat scene, yeah.
Uh,
And
What?
he's got two left hands.
Yeah, I showed you that one, didn't I? No, I showed Carl. I didn't show you.
Yes. Yeah,
I showed Carl the two left hands because we were looking at the animation mistakes, and I found the one with the two left hands. I'm like, oh, I need to show this.
Far out.
Anyway, would anyone like to do anything while we're wrapping up?
I was gonna like say, I go back to my master son.
Oh, okay. Well, that means you're going the other way.
Like I like run about like, unless
So you guys are gonna return to. Well, then, so what is Storm's doing? Is she gonna follow the Eagles or follow you?
So
Your
you coming
choice.
along? I think I'm going back home to master son. You saying?
I really have no reason to like go see Master Sun. I don't think.
Right. That's true. I'm trying to think. Like, what would you?
No, you're gone ahead.
Okay.
You
See you
must.
soon.
You must decide, Sun or the Lunars. Well, obviously the choice is obvious. But I love how now it's like by the next session, all three of you are going to be in like three
Quite hear
different
that?
places. What?
I couldn't quite hear what you were saying.
Oh,
You're-
I was just like my GM trigger was like, oh crap! Now next session you're all going to be in three different places.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like think because I'm like I don't want to
Thank
force.
God we're exalted and we can actually
Yeah,
handle that.
I mean, ironically, it's like one of these things where I'm actually kind of okay with that as long as like it makes sense in character that you would just go with the villagers.
Hmm.
So I'm not gonna be like, no,
Hope you find your purpose soon enough.
you have to stay with Son because he's an idiot. You hate him, so that means you have to go with him. And you don't even really care about Rainy either, so you would have no reason to like go see her. Oh wait, actually there would be a reason. I forgot to mention this one. Okay, but I'll do.
Hello?
I have okay. So sorry, I have to think about this for a second because I was planning on doing this. Yeah, I think well, this will seem like a little bit of bullshit, but I'll do it anyway. So Star is like looking at you. He's like, wait, I had another vision.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Don't. He like tells. He's like telling Sun. He's like, don't go back to the city.
What? Why?
The murderer is there.
Murder?
I saw him.
What murder?
You remember? You fought him in that place. I saw you.
Oh shit. Master.
I don't think he was there for that.
No, he wasn't. You're right.
Okay.
He wasn't there.
He has seven vision, like another vision. And so far his visions have come true, so
Yeah, but like
His visions
they
are a day
came
late.
true,
and
but
bullet.
one of those.
It was very dark. It looked like some kind of cave.
what?
Like he says, oh well, I saw the murderer, but he was in this really dark place. It looked kind of like a cave.
Okay. What did it look like?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything. I just heard noises. There was water dripping.
Did it have crystals?
Well, that's another non-helpful information. Thank you.
I think so. Yeah.
Crystals? No. Oh no.
Oh, I know what's going on, but
Yeah, I know. I'm like, say no.
And one of those storms is just like, yeah, thanks for your weird cryptic nonsense.
Yeah.
I've heard of this place.
You
Oh,
can't
I've seen
go.
it.
You have to stay here. It's not safe.
But she's in danger.
Who's in danger?
Rainy.
Oh. Okay, well, do you think she'll pay me if we help? I'm just like imagining what Matt would say, like.
Not
you think-
likely.
Does she have food?
Does she have food then? Yeah. Well, she does. That's true. She does have food.
She does have food.
Probably, but she'll probably charge you for that.
Then we'll go. He doesn't hear what you've said. He's like, yeah, then we'll go. Free food.
Even though I just said it probably won't
No.
be free.
I will point out that, yeah, I said he is ignoring you. But, like, what I will point out is he basically is saying that the person who murdered your family is alive and he's going after Rainey. So are you going to let him do that, or?
I mean, right now I have no reason to believe this crazy fucker.
Right.
His predictions have been like, oh, I'm going to
All true.
hand over... They've been true, but they've been wrong at the same time.
Yes. That is true.
Because he's an idiot.
Okay, well, I tried. I was planning on having you find that information out another way, but I forgot what that way was, so I guess
So, pretty much, you try the bullshit.
Magic-
The bullshit didn't work.
magic is fine. No, I was like, well, I was gonna tell you guys some other way, but I forgot what that way was, so I guess just magic vision nonsense is good enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like character, okay, I like Carrot Stick, but like, in character it's like,
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
oh
this
no.
guy thought I was gonna betray the fucking village by handing her over, and
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I see the future, but it's not what I thought it was. Wait.
yeah.
Yeah, you freaking close-minded motherfucker.
So does that mean that you don't believe him either, son? Because you don't like him either.
I don't like him either, but I can have the chance that
But like, at least he's invested in Rainey, like,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
like, I know I killed the fucker, so
He was like, no, you gotta be kidding me. He's not alive. I killed him.
yeah, like, I beat him to a fucking pulp.
And Rainey was the only one who told Son that he could come back, so.
Mhm.
So at least it's motivation for you.
You say that loud though.
Short of some random guy that's associated with him finding some Dragon Balls and wishing him back. Yeah.
Okay, so wait. Does Storm say that out loud? Like the whole, but I already beat him up. But like, I
Yeah.
killed him.
I killed him.
Like I say
Yeah, I'd probably say
about
that, like,
about that, Sapphire. According to what Rainey told me, that the guy you killed was, according to her brother, who was apparently have changed somehow, and who had somehow died before. That's what she was all stand up before. Apparently, that guy can come back to life whenever he wants. I don't know how, but maybe the same guy.
Oh wait, so is he like a? I was like the guy at the Star. I'm imagining like
Star?
Nat would just say he's Dio, but I don't know what Star would say. So some nonsense about Dio, I guess. Insert here.
you mean the musician? No, he's not like that.
Okay. I'm kidding.
What?
So yeah, so Storms, you know now that he is immortal. He's a Highlander.
It can be
Fuck.
one.
Yeah, but even Highlanders would die.
Why
if
couldn't
they
you
were
just
shredded up
fucking
as
leave me
bad as-
alone with knowing that he's dead?
Sorry.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna check if Matt would know what these are. Maybe he could give you or a star rather, because Matt's not here. But I will see, because if I remember, well, actually, no, his lore is pretty low, but I think he would know, because they'd give him information. Yeah, he has lore favored, so I'm just going to spend a bunch of essence for him. I don't think he'll mind.
Where's my business low?
6 dice. And then he can spend, I'll just have him spend 2. Okay. So, 8 dice. Let's do that. Slash...
Unmute myself.
Oh, I didn't do the greater than. Well, that's 2 successes. Sounds like some sort of immortal being. Well then.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. That's what I
Hey, he
said.
can't. No, it's like, he can't die. It sounds like he's immortal. Like, yeah, duh. That's
So what's
what
the fucking point?
Well, I have a sword that can kill demons, so maybe it will be effective against him.
You have a sword? Why the fuck do you use that?
He looks at the sword that, like, he has a katana, like, hanging from his belt. He's like, I didn't want to get in the fight. It was too dangerous.
So he blows up instead.
I didn't know how strong it was. I haven't used it in a while.
I imagine like both, like this is an anime scene where like both freaking Sapphire and Sun just facepalm or just fall over.
Yeah, I think the real problem is, like, I want to not have them, like, say things that would be out of character, but at the same time, like, this game is entirely dependent on you guys as a group, so I can't just be like, oh, he doesn't say anything. Because, like, the game is about you guys interacting, so it's, like, really difficult for me to just exclude him. But yeah, he's like, well, I didn't know how strong it was. I told you I wouldn't do it again.
Fine, I'll kill the fucker again.
That sword instead.
We'll make sure that he'll die forever this time.
Yeah.
It'll be easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can seal him with my power.
Whatever. We're just like, he's following behind us. We're both Sapphire and Sun are just walking beside him. I'm just like,
food.
whatever.
It's like, food. I can't wait.
I'm sorry, Sapphire. I'm sorry.
And the eagles fly away in the distance.
I wanted to get away from this fucker.
I'm sorry. I did not want to bring him along. I'm sorry. The funniest thing is they won the.
Oh, okay. I have the perfect cliffhanger. All right, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, so let's. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do on the way there.
Like, what the gun?
Other than Punch Star? No.
Get rid of this star. Okay, well you take it. You go down another path and you like try to lose him.
We need his sword though. So that's the thing. Like, I like want to lose him so bad, but we need the sword.
Well, he can track you. He's a hunter. Remember?
Yeah.
But like you try to lose him. I'd say try in quotation. But like you probably won't. But you'd at least try to get away from him. And so I'm just gonna time skip a little bit. So we go 2 days later. You guys make it back to the city, and I'll deal with Mist separately. So of course that'll be a whole nother thing. But well, I'm assuming
City.
But you guys make it back to the city, and you kind of see the noodle cart again as you kind of enter the place.
What's all supposed to be here?
And you see someone like sitting down in the noodle cart, like who's already eating.
Do I recognize this person?
You think so? I mean, it's not really clear. It's kind of covered.
Am I still on the banned list?
You could still like look.
Okay, because last time I was here, I got kicked out.
Yeah. Well, he'd probably say some nonsense about like forgiveness is the greatest of virtues. But yeah.
I'm walking out of the noodle cart.
Okay, so does Sun go in?
I follow and yeah.
Okay, so you like sit down.
Hello.
I actually no, I'll begrudgingly sit down in the fucking cart. Just
Okay, so you're all sitting in the cart, and you look over, and you see, and like Swallow is there, and he's like making noodles,
Hey, Swallow.
and he says, "Family is the strongest bond of all. Blood thicker than water." And he's rambling on, saying some like cryptic weirdness,
Oh boy.
and you all kind of peer over, and you see like Topaz just like shoving noodles into his face. This is good. This is good. Can I have some more of this stuff? And he's like, he like gives him, he pours more noodles into his like bowl. And he's like, this is really great stuff, man.
Yeah, I can see why you say that.
Hey, you look kind of familiar.
I do.
Yeah, I feel like I saw you before.
what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, hi, Storms. I thought you said we wouldn't see each other again. I was just hanging out here. We were on break, and oh, this is good. Oh man. I can't fight you right now. I'm eating.
Okay, since you can't fight.
Let me finish eating first.
Wait, no, stop. Since you can't fight, has anything strange happened around here?
Oh, I didn't hear about anything.
Have you seen some weird guy in a dark cloak or like red cloaks or
I
whatever?
didn't see anyone. Nope.
Okay. Are we near like the bar?
No. You're
Okay.
like you'd have to like go further in the city for that.
Oh joy. So you haven't like. Well, we heard that there's a murder around here,
A murder? That doesn't sound good.
and yeah, we're trying to stop him before he does anything.
Okay, well, can I help in any way?
Yeah, you can like trying to help us find this murderer.
Oh, cool. I know this place pretty well. We could help you.
Awesome.
But then after that, we're gonna have to talk. I don't believe that you're, well, brown-blooded. So we're gonna have to talk about that. I mean, after I'm done eating.
Sure. Okay. Come on.
All right.
We just go to the.
I'm gonna order some noodles.
We go to the Sleeping Dogs with noodles.
Well, hold on. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like, you take the noodles to go, or do you like?
Sure, I'll take them to go.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what he would say to you. God, this is hard. Oh, okay. In the autumn wind, the leaf turns over, and you see another side.
Oh boy.
And he sort of smiles at you, like as if he's like, you don't really understand what he's trying to say, but like you could try to figure it out.
Can I roll? It's like here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it's
trying to figure it out.
You could roll. It's like a
Like,
intelligence linguistics thing.
okay. Oh, linguistics. Oh,
Yes.
boy.
I actually am good at linguistics.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that I understood what he said about
Yeah,
the whole
I think before I was using a different thing, but it really should be a linguistics roll.
Intelligence linguistics. You said.
Yes, I said that. That's what I
Okay.
said.
Don't know why it rolled twice.
Okay, well, I'll take the one success, but that's still good enough for you to get. Sorry, you almost botched there. It's good enough. Like he's basically saying that like under certain circumstances you'll see the different side of someone, but he's meaning that in like a positive way. Like, oh yeah, well now I know you better, and I understand that I don't need to kick you out of my stand and all that. Probably because your brother was mouthing off about you again.
And she told me to, she turns out to be a lunar, and then she turns out to be a demon, and I don't want to kill her.
You know, my sister's really great, and I trust her.
I like her. She's
But I
my
don't know
sister.
what to do, you know.
I
And
don't want to tell her because it's my sister, and I don't want her
But
to die.
is that like him speaking with a mouthful of noodles and out of his ass simultaneously?
She was trying to tell me to stop talking about her in front of other people, but I don't know what else to do when I'm angry. I feel like you need to have a talk with him. He's like, okay, listen, you need to come up with a different topic of conversation other than me. Like, you need to stop telling people about me.
So we go with to sleeping dogs with noodles.
Okay.
And
I'm just imagining like this is some kind of weird therapy thing. Like,
And that's where we'll leave off with the session.
Rainy? I like sneaking, like.
Yeah. So we'll leave it with you guys entering the cave, and then.
Well, entering the freaking bar and like say, Rainy?
Oh yeah, Rainy's not there.
Oh, let me show the bar. Let me show the bar. So we're at the bar, and
Yeah, Rainy's not there.
she's not here.
And add more suspense. The door is actually open.
Shit. And the drunk, passed out guy is still here.
No.
Okay.
no one has updated the picture.
I can't move. Rainy.
Well, no, you don't have control of her, but I do.
Then do it. I'm gonna take apart the drunk guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. Oh, I took the red.
I'll move her. To the bat cave. Do 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 do. To the rainy cave.
Rainy cave.
Rainy's cave.
Rainy day.
Rainy day. Do 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 do.
Rainy day on the cave. That's magical.
Anyway, let me just look up. I'm gonna do experience before we cut and before we do all that stuff.
And
Okay.
what happened? Weren't we gonna do like mist sort of thing?
No, I said I was gonna do that like next session too, but I'm just gonna do it
okay.
separately. Because
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking about like when I time skip, I'm gonna handle all the stuff she had to do between then, like as part of the next session.
Next time on Shattered Skies.
Will Mist be able to continuously like keep her master asleep? Will Rainy be
Fine.
able to escape the murderer?
Who's the murderer?
Will Star ever be able to do anything good? Find out next
Probably
time.
not.
Probably not. like in the show, like it's just like sun and stuff are just pop out of nowhere. Probably not. Yep. Like at the same time, probably not.
Find out next time on
Shattered Skies. Ba-da-ba-da.
No, let's figure out. Okay,
Get up, son.
What?
Shut up, son.
Shattered Scar.
Okay, so let me go get the willpower stuff because I'm gonna give you guys back willpower because you actually spent it this time.
Yay.
I appreciate that.
Was that? Oh yeah, it was. Okay. I was gonna ask, was that freaking purple square circle there before? And I'm like, oh yeah, the salt.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so I'll give you back each one because you did kind of have a break between getting from here because you walked the whole way. So
Okay, one you said.
yeah, so you get one each of you would get one willpower back. So all three of you would.
Yay. I forgot to mark down that I spent a willpower. Oops.
Okay, well, how many? You spent one only, right?
I
Yeah.
spent
So
two.
you
Oh,
would
it did get marked up. Okay.
so you'd just be up to full then, and then Sun you'd be up to one, and then Sun, did you have any made up like any major or defining intimacies that you?
Hold up. Let me check my doc sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check my Intimacies.
Well, you're good. You're full, so you don't need to.
Okay,
Oh,
so
actually, you could go over. That's right. So yeah, if you have any that you have, that's for myth too.
I
If you
feel
have
like
any.
I should have one with my brother. I just don't know what yet.
Oh yeah, we can add that afterwards. That's totally
okay,
true.
Yeah.
so I haven't hurt anybody fatally, or
No, but you didn't need to hurt anybody, so that's
well, I could have like hurt Scarlet if I wanted to, but I didn't.
okay. So then you'd have to roll limit for that.
Could have, I didn't.
No, that's the point. Yes, you have to roll limit for that. That's what your limit's for. So you could roll me a die for that, because that counts. But only one, because it wasn't like a major thing.
Okay, well, I guess that.
Yeah, your limit is basically if you could have done something useful by killing someone or hurting someone, and you choose not to.
Then I guess I should have rolled that the last time, though.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have your limit at that point.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only a exalted thing.
1d10.
Yeah, just one.
Cool.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, this is the thing you don't want to succeed on.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, do you have any majors that fit?
My major is student thing, the family thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The finance, like to prove myself hero rather
Okay.
than.
Well, okay. How about this? Did you guys believe that Sun? Do you still think that he's an idiot? I'm asking Dustin mostly because you were the one who interacted with him the most.
And did a backflip in front of you. Like, nope, I'm not letting you get the spear, son of a bitch. Oh wait, I call myself a son of a bitch, didn't I?
I mean, if there's ever a point
Actually,
where
yeah, I kind of do, because I remember, like, oh yeah, I kind of thought, like, oh yeah, keep Sun away from the fucking tent.
so you still don't respect him, so no, that doesn't count. So you get nothing. Nothing.
So I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I thought I was like far away from it, but apparently you said, no, you're near. Wait, what?
Well, you were walking past her the whole on the way there too. I just didn't. I forgot.
Like, I was saying, like, walked like far, like I did, like.
Well, at one point you were right next to her tent. I just forgot about it.
Like I was saying, like, oh, I'm like really far over here. Like,
Well, at one
not,
point,
like, here.
you like moved right next to the tent, but I just didn't remember that.
I don't think I did. I would say, but
Well, I remember like when you went up next to Mist, that was when you were like really close.
I like took it away from like, oh, I don't really think that was.
What does it matter? She didn't get it, so it doesn't make a difference. Anyway, moving on. What about you?
Goodbye, SS Flag.
What about you, Sapphire? Did you get any?
Let's see here. Maybe my
Well,
contracts?
Okay, because you're defining one, you've already succeeded, so you would get a willpower point for that.
I did my divining?
Yeah, you no longer need it. You would have to change it now. So that one you change.
I don't think we updated the, one in that one.
Oh, what was your new one?
It
Right,
was-
because you changed the instinct for that one, right?
yeah.
Okay, but you're right. We didn't. I'm sorry. We should do that on the roll 20 because it's the
Yeah,
same.
because, we still have, Sun's annoying instead of the distrust there as
Yeah,
well.
so we need to update this between.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember now what you were doing. I think, honestly, with the grief one, that's your major. You actually did get over
That
it.
wasn't my, oh yeah, that was my major, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So
I should stop screen
I'll give
sharing.
you-
Yes.
I'll give you a willpower for that.
Do I?
What?
Stop
Sorry.
the screen sharing.
Oh yeah, you can do that now.
And we're still live, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just
I
letting you
said
know.
I was gonna do this while we're live. Yeah.
Wait, what did I do to, get past my grief?
Well, you had a nightmare, but you didn't. It didn't affect you.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're getting over it, in that way. Like you're not as like affected by.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll give you a willpower for that, so you'd go up to 6. So I'll do that like that. And then let's see. I don't think anything else. Well, see, okay, cause did you, because your distrust of Sun is major. Did you do anything with that? To like, did you in any way like directly work against him or like act as if you?
I didn't. Well, I didn't believe him when he said, first of all, I will betray the village.
Well, that's Star.
And
I'm talking about Sun.
oh, uh,
Yeah.
well, I didn't want him near fucking
Well, that's normal. Okay, so
Sapphire.
okay, so that's fine. You're Sapphire.
That's
Well,
the
of
only
course
thing
you
I can
know.
really think of.
Yeah, so you
Probably.
didn't really you didn't like use that strongly, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Then missed.
I
I'll
got
do
too close, but then I like managed to like keep away anyway.
I'll do missed.
I guess that makes
So
no
missed.
difference. Like you still got there. Still
Missed.
got
You
this.
were yours is still research. And then your other one was make waves. Huh. I'm wondering if you did make waves in this case, like if you actually like, I don't know if like, knocking out your master counts.
I knocked her out. I postponed the wild hunt at least.
Which I mean, you'd probably want to
I
make.
put the wind up Scarlet.
I mean, you're gonna need to make some new intimacies.
He did kind
I
of
think.
like warn the army not to like actually attack.
Yeah, but that would like if she helped the army, then she would be getting points because
Okay, when I thought you meant make waves, I thought you meant like, oh, actually do something like
I just realized make waves water pun.
yeah.
Oh,
Good
God.
one.
I didn't
You-
think about that until just now.
You are stupid.
Okay, well you don't
mean,
get. So
Her horse
I
did
think
serve.
we need to make we need to add some new intimacies, especially one like relating to your master, because we don't even have one on here for that. Probably because I need to add the Kara one on here too. So we need to update your intimacies between sessions. But I think I'm gonna talk with you and Dustin. We'll come up with some new ones for both of you because I think you need a few more. Also.
Me or
Well, you too probably if you want to work with us on that, because you can still add more.
no. Okay.
We'll talk about that I think after I cut. So now I'm just gonna give out XP. So I'm definitely giving. Well, I'll go in order actually, because I need to go in order because each of you did different things, and all of you did really well for the most part. Sun technically did the worst, but that's mostly just because everyone else did so much that he didn't need to do anything. So it's kind of like, oh, you didn't get to be super cool, but that's just because no one screwed up. So you didn't have to do anything important.
The worst? Me?
Well,
Worst one?
it's like the worst of the best. Like you still did good. It's just you didn't really do anything important.
Except get the blade away from her.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
not that. Well, that in terms of like actively doing stuff, because that's more passive.
Okay.
Let's see.
Passive aggressive punch.
Passive aggressive.
Okay, so I'm gonna give all of you, I think like, because this is again we're starting to get into the next arc now, so I think I'll give you all like another 4 experience. Just add base, and then I'll add this all later. I'm just kind of doing who gets the bonus.
Yay!
Oh
Who
wait,
gets a bonus? Is it me? Is it you? Is it
let's
nobody?
see. Expressing or see, I'm trying to think. So now we give out points. I think Storms, you're getting a bonus because of the nightmare stuff.
Okay.
Because I was planning on giving it to you that because you have a flaw and that counts. And then I'm gonna give 2 Dragon Blooded XP to Mist. I'm gonna add it later, but I'm just telling you in advance that because you actually did some really cool alchemist stuff there. And I'm trying to see what. I mean, you didn't fight anyone this session, Storms, so
No.
which is
I
good.
actually did like the opposite.
defeating a valuable, defending someone through skill of arms, using martial prowess. No, so you didn't need to fight, which is good in a way, but also not really. You didn't
Almost
really
fought someone, but
you didn't really benefit from your nature, so that's
Yeah.
the bad part. But you will get 2 because of your flaw. I'm trying to think of with Sun, you didn't really do any sneaking around or subterfuge or anything like that. So, and then Mist, I'm giving you the bonus because of that. But I'm trying to think if you, yeah. So Mist is the only one who gets a bonus, I think, based on what I'm looking at here.
okay, so we all get experience points for to get
Yeah.
doing it, or
Yeah, you all get 4, and then Mist is gonna get an extra 2 for Dragon Blooded XP.
Yay!
But I'll add it. I'll add it after this because I don't feel like doing it now. I still need to eat because I haven't.
Don't even.
I didn't eat at all because I was
You
focusing
fool.
on this. So let me cut, and I guess we'll do some after game stuff, talking,
Yeah,
all that.
and we're still alive.
Yes, I said that. I said I'm gonna shut off the broadcast,
And
and
you
then
still
So
have a screen.
until next time,
yes,
in Shattered Skies,
we will see you.
session 10, I think.
5. Well, it is actually 10 next time because, yeah, it will be the 10th one.
Episode 10.
All right.